Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to mourn the loss of Robbie Reyes, the early bird unlockable tier for the Marvel Legends Haslab that unfortunately did not get unlocked. Now, the campaign will go on for a whole nother month, so that story is still to be told. But at least we know Robbie will not be on his own. He'll be accompanied by the Rancor, of course, and they will be filling their faces with cookies nevertheless, as the Cookie Monster is down there playing with that Reaver lightsaber. So at least we know he's not on his own. But still, the show must go on. And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And hello, welcome to another Sunday edition of Legends and Liquor. You know what that means. We've got some legends and we've got some liquor. It's a Sunday afternoon for me. It's wind down. I like to get a drink. I like to talk some toys. And I like to talk to you guys. Today I am just the glorified host. Today is community driven. The people that are supporting my channel, I support you right back and get you on so you can talk about some toys with us all. And it's always fun. But again, I think I'm funny with my intro. But I'm gutted. And I don't really know how I feel at the minute in regards to that whole campaign. It's just gone down in value even more. And we weren't even happy with the price in the first place, you know? So, yeah, but I'm going to shut my mouth when it comes to the Haslab. It's got me in far too much trouble this week. I'm just going to keep my opinions to myself before people start mixing my words. Today, as I said, I'm going to be talking to you guys. So, hello. How are we doing? Welcome here on this Sunday afternoon. And if you didn't see the intro, you'll have to catch it on the replay all the same. But I made that especially for today. Let me see who is in the chat with me right now so I can say hello to you beautiful people. Okay? Let me scroll up. Let me see who he's about. So Loki. He's all the way the other side across the planet. He said he'll catch us on the replay crew. So Loki, I see you. I appreciate you. Let us know in the comments you were part of the replay crew. The Fossil, Mark Tack. Is that Lilac White? I hope I'm saying that right. Air Extreme, Figure List, Owl Dragon Legend, Crescent Blue Zero, Jamie Gitchard, Owen, Cloud Foxwell, Tariq, who will be joining us for the first time today. Magneto was right. She is always welcome. Bon Williams, Jay's Toys Collection UK has took a break from wallpapering the inside of his wardrobe. He can tell us all about that a little bit later. The Detracts Brick, he is out here as well. Thirsty for Chicken with a channel membership token. What's he saying? Oh, he's joining the members club. I appreciate that, Thirsty Chicken, just in time, as I'm sure you're going to be a guest this evening. We got Sean, I'm Manuel, another Sean, this time Sean Solo, Bon Williams, Daniel S, Ash S, Phil Jones, too soon, I apologise. Cap K, who else we got? Eric Alfred Abel with the correct emoji for the evening, I'm sure. Again, who else has that emoji? Nobody, that's who. Justin with the RIP, may he rest in peace, civilian form Robbie Reyes. Cheeky Monkey Kiara says, hello, Who Crew. How are you doing? How do you feel about the wardrobe situation? Because Jay did promise you new wardrobes, but he didn't exactly say when. You should have nailed him down to a time frame there, Kiara. I think you've messed up on that one. John Tate, Mark Rose, David Tracy, Richard Moore, Storms Elites. We got Twin Station. I appreciate you all. Craig Smith says hi. How are you doing, Craig? As I said, welcome. This Sunday afternoon here, talking some toys, talking some Marvel Legends. As this weekend, so next weekend, a week today, Hasbro PulseCon would have come and gone, as it is next Friday and Saturday. So basically, every brand that is owned by Marvel are going to be doing their own live panels, hopefully revealing some good products for us to get back on the sort of positive aspect of this hobby, as it's been a rocky week. As I said, everyone's hit boiling point, so let's hope for some good reveals and to remind us why we love this hobby in the first place. Just the fun of collecting, adding that plastic to our shelves so we can just look and smile and remember the good old times, all the current times as it is sometimes. But yes, Star Wars, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, which is a bit of another sore spot for us UK people in a minute, but I'll talk about that on Joe's and Juice. Marvel, of course, Fortnite, Indiana Jones for the first time. So yeah, lots of stuff to talk about today. I did my sort of predictions with Rich, the super producer, on Thursday, so go and check that live stream out. I also sort of recap some of the nonsense that's been going on in the world of the Haslab. Today, I'm inviting you guys on to tell me your predictions. So today, it's going to be nice and simple. People are going to come on. We're going to say some hellos. They're going to tell us what new toys they've been buying. I'm going to give everyone an opportunity to say their piece on the Haslab if they want to say anything at all. As I understand, some people may just want to just step back on this one, which is completely understandable. And then we're going to also ask for free predictions. Okay? Free predictions. Let me put my headphones on because I've not got them on for yet.
TAK Toys with Film donated £4.49. Ranker Reeves teaching Cookie Monster to ride the Ranker like a bantha.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Ranker Reeves teaching Cookie Monster how to ride the Ranker like a bantha. Yeah. Yeah, that's that meme, isn't it? That's the one. Okay, so thank you very much, Mark, for the super chat. Friday is working on a Sunday, which is always good to know. So let me go through the housekeeping real quick. So, as I said, today, Legends of Liquor, it's just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink and let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever you like. Of course, the Dan Who Network's a legit thing. Legends of Liquor today for the channel members, getting you guys involved on the channel you are supporting. It is that simple. And then we've got Turtles and Tea with me, the Super Circ 5000, and Joe's and Juice with Tom and Mark. And we will be doing a Joe's and Juice next week to recap not only the nonsense that's going on in the UK at the minute, but also hopefully some good reveals from PulseCon in regards to G.I. Joes, as Mark Tack has just done. Friday is working double duty here on a Sunday. Anything over £4 or $4 not only contributes to the channel, you are also contributing to this very live stream. I'm here live. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, and it also helps support the channel. Thank you so much, as always. And today is for my channel members. They've hit that join button at the Members Club tier. That gives them access to be on the channel. They're supporting it, so they may as well be a part of it. It is that simple. I appreciate you all. Okay, so you know I like a duck race or two. So let's start with some nonsense, shall we? Because I have updated the duck race leaderboard. And it's getting tight up top, okay? It's getting tight up top. If you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, then it must be your first time here. Hello, welcome. At the end of every Legends and Liquor, as long as you are here in the live chat, you can join us on the nonsense that is live duck racing championships. I think I'm the first of its kind, yet to be sanctioned by any type of governing body, but I'm soon, after this first season, we'll make that happen. But all the same, right up top, let's have a look here. We've got Damien, who just cannot be taken off the top with 35 points. Underneath him, however, we've got a battle of the Brits, as we have Tanner, the Super Turk 5000, and Jamie Gitchard, the longest standing guest on Legends and Liquor. Not missed a single show, essentially. So those two are joint 34 place. Not only are they joint second, they're 1 point behind Damien. So it's so close between those top three. Chikamonkey Kiara held the reins at the top of the board for such a long time, but she's still up there with 29 points. A win today could take her to first place. A second place today for Kiara could take her to joint first place. So it is still all on the cards for the top four up there. But a win can change anything. I had raced for over a year and just had 3 points. And then within the space of 2 weeks, I'm now back in the top. I think I'm in the top 10 somewhere. Maybe. No, I'm not in the top 10 exactly, but I'm down there somewhere. There I am. No, I am. I'm in 8th because I got a win. Finally. Hooray. And it wasn't rigged, despite what you conspiracy spirit theorists say. I'm now in 8th place with 16 points. But so's Hugo. Then we got the mini plastic multiverse, Noah. Then Bon Williams. Then Nick, Thirsty for Chicken. Logan Dan's Toyd, Rush, Dan Yoon, and Phil Jones, who's up there with Alexi. Alexi and Phil Jones. A win for each of them today could take them straight to 3rd place. So lots of fun. Lots of fun with the duck racing, okay? And if you want to know everybody else, if you've only been in one race and you've got 1 point within this year of Legends and Liquor, then you're on this board somewhere, people. Do not forget, okay? Do not forget you are on this board. I want you to be involved every single week, so I remember your points. So have a look up there. We've got Austin up top. A lot of people on 10 points. And remember, you just need 1 win. 1 week, 1 win gets you to 10 points. Scroll all the way down. I'm sure you see a lot of regular names. And then we got Michael with
Bring
the donation.
Toys to Work donated $20. What a great way to end a negative week on positive note. Looking forward to the discussions with most positive of hosts and the greatest group of collectors this side of our universe. Cheers all.
Cheers to you, my friend. I've so far got a Fanta lemon, but I have a Koppelberg ready to go. I'm just going to crack it open once I finish this lemon. Whoops, I dropped my remote. But thank you very much, Michael. He says, what a great way to end a negative week on a positive note. Looking forward to the discussions with most of positive hosts. At least I try to be. And the greatest groups of collectors this side of the universe. Michael, bring toys to work. You know this guy. We love this guy. Thank you very much. And there you go. Hopefully you've spotted your name here on this list. Mike D right down there at the bottom with Omar V. They both need some points. But at least they are on the board, okay? So that is the nonsense. That is a duck race. But we are going to be talking about many other things today. There's been lots of sort of Marvel Legends news. Now, usually, I try and be a good guy. Call me what you will, but I do try and avoid leaks as such. However, rumours are fair game because that's the fun of collecting, right? We get to speculate on what's to come, and a rumour's a rumour. Do you know, like there's no truth to it, it's just a rumour. So rumours are absolutely fair game. And also, if something is found on an actual shopping shelf at retail, that is also fair game. I'm talking about you, Mojo. If something is found on a retail shelf, that's not my fault. I didn't leak that. Speak to the retailers and distribution. That's their fault. So that is also fair game to talk about. I have no qualms talking about rumours or stuff that are found on actual retail shelves. So there you go. All of that is available today. So let me quickly show you what I'm referring to real quick. So of course, I'm referring to good old single-packed Mojo here. Now, does seem to be some difference between the two. There's lots of rumours around price here. Apparently, the guy that brought this for like $44, which is a great price for Mojo. I don't see it being that price at retail for some reason, because the box set, for, let's be honest, 2 figures and a Wolverine statue, is a lot more, and we're due that this week. In the UK, this is due. The actual box set is due on the 3rd of August, so I'm hoping like this coming week we'll get some news on that. But anyway, Mojo, single packed, hasn't been announced, has been found on retail shelves, so good luck to you. I think it was found at a Target. And then talking about rumours, I mentioned that because I said to him he was my public enemy, because how dare he not agree with all of my opinions, but I love him all the same. His name is Todd, aka to you and me, Rectangular. He today posted a long-awaited video with a lot of news. This is like a whole breakdown for 2023. Now, if you're a Legends collector, you already know who this guy is. He has been dropping the nuggets for years in this community. That was how I used to get all my news. So yeah, shout out Rectangular. He has put a whole video up with lots of rumors. Again, he doesn't disclose his sources. That's the fun of it. This is just rumors. This is fair game. We are allowed to speculate and guess what the year ahead has in store for us Marvel Legends collectors. Because let's be honest, we deserve a little bit of good, because the last week, or last couple of months, as I said, we've all been boiling to frustration, and we forget the reasons why we collect in the first place. Like, again, I'm not giving up anytime soon. Like, this collection is beautiful, and I want to add more comic characters to that collection. And look at Rich M. Rich M in the chat gifting 5 channel memberships, because that guy is the super producer. He puts the super in super producer. Show me the money. He's just in a good mood. He's just in a good mood because it is rumoured that we are going to be getting a money in 2023. So there you go. 5 new channel members. Special thanks to the super producer. So if you grab grabbed one of them, all you have to do is be a regular contribution to the chat, and then hopefully the algorithm picks you up. So we've got Curtis, Al Dragon, Mary Queen of Scott, Mario, Literal Action Figs have all picked up those channel memberships because of Rich M. So if you are in the chat, please don't be lurking. Please say a thank you to the super producer because it is because of him you got those channel memberships. And we should be doing some more exclusive shows this next couple of weeks because Amanda's away, and while Amanda's away, Dan live streams a lot more and at some dodgy hours in the morning. So yeah, expect some bonus live streams coming up. So it's a good time to get those channel memberships in. So yeah, thank you very much, Rich. You didn't have to do that, but we appreciate you. I'm sure those guys in the chat do as well. There you go. And again, there are some channel membership only videos up on the channel right now. Please go and treat yourself, backtrack and get yours. I think we did a video on like everyone's initial thoughts of the Haslab, which wow, we probably wouldn't play too good if we watched it back now because our opinions have probably changed. But there you go. The super producer emojis are in the chat. We love you, Rich. I love you. They love you. We appreciate you. Go and watch me and Rich on Thursday. We did this whole stream on Thursday. Right. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get Group 1 here. I've talked far too much. I talk far too much. That's what gets me in trouble. So let's get Group 1 in here. So Group 1. Let me have a look at my board here. It is Mark Tac. We got Tom, Jay, Cloud, Owen, Tariq for the first time. Always nice to have newcomers. And also Mike D. Hopefully Mike doesn't want to talk about Mephisto's nipples again because that could get pretty awkward. But that is Group 1. If you are in Group 1, please hit me up on Instagram with a fresh DM. And hopefully I'll be able to get you in here real quick. So, all right, I'll go to my Instagram. I'll get the links up. But if you are in the chat, as I said, get comfortable. Grab yourself a drink. No matter where you are on the planet right now, get yourself... we're going to be here for a while. Next couple of hours at least. You know what it's like. Legends and Liquor. I'm here for a few hours. It's how it works. But again, I am happy for Rich. He is very excited to get Monet, one of his most wanted Marvel Legends. And again, it's on that rumoured list. So will those rumoured lists come to true? Maybe we'll find out how close some of those lists are at Hasbro PulseCon this coming week. Mike X with a channel membership. What's he saying? He says with a donation, thank you very much, $41.99 for Mojo, confirmed. Scanned the UPC at Target yesterday. Not in stock, but it's in their system for that price. If that is the case, that's impressive because I'd take a Mojo for that price. It puts me off the box set, to be completely honest. However, I would like a long shot in my collection, and that's how they get you. Also, that Dazzler looks pretty good. I have no interest in the little baby Wolverine. I prefer the ones that Toy Biz wanted to release years ago. But I want long shot and Dazzler, so it is a catch-22. That's how they get you. It's how they get you. Okay, I'm getting some fresh DMs coming through. But thank you very much, Mike, for the clarification. I'm going to send these people the link for Zoom. That's the magic behind the scenes. It's Zoom, not a sponsorship by any means. Still waiting for that sponsorship on Koppelberg though. That's why I'm drinking more Fanta Lemon on. I may as well try and get another sponsorship. Right, links are going across. Fresh DMs are getting across. Okay, I think everyone now has the link for the Zoom call. So I'm going to wait for these guys to come in. And by the way, I love looking at the chat and looking at how a lot of the names are just green names with a little question mark next to them. That means you are channel members. As I said, that's how tight-knit this community is. And I appreciate every single one of you joining me here on a Sunday. Because let's be honest, Legends and Liquor is on an awkward time. If it was up to me, I'd have it a lot later in the evening. But Amanda did not like the idea of me streaming late into the morning on a Sunday, especially on a school night, on a work night. But while she's not away, I may do a bonus Legends and Liquor and do it like really late at night so I can actually have a drink. I'm sure I'm sure Rich would be game for joining me if we can make that work. But again, I do appreciate most people come back here on the replay. So if you are in the replay crew, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm waiting for that Zoom chat to populate so I can get these guys in here. We got Jay and Mark so far waiting. I'll wait for the rest and then I'll get them in. But just jump into the chat real quick. If you missed the intro of this video, you probably want to rewind and watch it. I put together a little something in memory of a recent loss that we've all had to deal with, all the same. And Hero of Collectors says, hey Dan, any chance you could promote the MLAW 2022? Of course I can, Austin. So Austin is doing our week of Marvel Legends appreciation next week. Go and check out his Instagram to see the post himself, where every day of the week he wants you to post a different topic with regards to Marvel Legends to just bring some of that positivity back into the community and remind ourselves why we even love this line in the first place. Again, forget who makes the line for a second. We love Marvel. We wouldn't be collecting this line if we didn't love Marvel. And the history of Marvel long outlives the history of any toy manufacturer. Even Marvel, the brand, have had many toy manufacturers throughout the years and throughout the decades, okay? So forget who makes the toys for a minute and let's just appreciate Marvel and one of the best action figure lines in history. There you go, I said it. It has survived 20 years. Marvel Legends, all right? So Marvel Legends Appreciation Week. I'll pin that to the top of the chat for a little bit. Austin, if you write in the chat your Instagram, I will pin that to the top of the chat for the time being, all right? So remind me of the Instagram, and it saves me from typing it, Austin. I'm just lazy, Austin, to be completely honest. I'm lazy. I've got Streamlabs in front of me. If you type it for me, I'll pin it to the top of the chat. I can do that. Okay, we've got 5 in the waiting room. Who are we missing? We've got Cloud, Mike, Tariq, Mark, Jay. Are we missing? Who are we missing? Link not working. It's definitely working, Tom. It's the same link I sent everybody else. Definitely the one. Okay, I got 6 in. Let me get these 6 in. Let's see if we can get Tom fixed up. Okay. Let me get these guys in. Okay, one sec, people. One sec. Alright, okay, cool. Okay, I need to help out Tom in a second, but let me just go around and make sure everyone works. So we got Mark up top. Mark, how you doing?
I'm good, Dan. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dan.
We're all good. Right, we're all good. Let's keep going. We've got Cloud. Cloud, how are you, my friend?
I am in all black. I am in mourning.
Me too, my friend. Me too. I was prepared. I was looking through drawers for a candle and everything, but me and Amanda would clearly be terrible in a blackout because we have no candles in this house. Otherwise, that would have been part of my intro as well. Mike, how are you doing? I'm banding.
I'm dead inside. Dead inside.
I'm banding the talk of nipples this evening. All right, no nipple talk, please, Mike. Good man. Good man.
I don't even know what will make it.
All do I, my friend. All do I. Owen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. It's the end of the week. It's the end of one of those dodgy weeks. I'm glad to see the back of it, to be completely honest. So, no, I'm glad to join it with you guys. And then we got Jay. Jay, how are you? How's the wardrobe coming along?
Hello, I'm out the wardrobe. I'm downstairs. It's coming along nicely. She sillily gave me permission to take the wardrobe off and put figures in it. So we're underway.
Good. Right, I'm just putting a message in the chat to my super producers to see if they can help out Tom. I sent everyone the same link, and you guys are here, so I know it's not the link that's broke. All right, hopefully he gets that sorted. And then anyway, finally, I was saving the best till last. Tariq, my friend, welcome to Legends and Liquor.
Hey guys, yeah, I'll correct you real quick. So it's pronounced Tariq. But you're not wrong for saying Tariq.
No, please.
That's the like popular way. Yeah, I say it like it's like the British, very English way, Tariq.
Tariq, no, that's good. Yeah. I appreciate you. I'm very straight talking as well, my friend. Like, I'm the type of person where if I see someone in the street and they're like, "Oh, Dan, how are you? I ain't seen you in ages," blah blah blah, and I'll stare at them going, who are you? Like, I'm very straight talking. So no, I appreciate that. Cool. Thank you so much.
No,
but welcome. First time at Legends and Liquor. It's always great to see some new faces, especially some Brits as well. I'm biased like that. So while Tom's trying to figure out Zoom, please, as I said, introduce yourself, remind people where you're from, and let us know what your fandoms are, like how long you've been collecting. And I always ask this when people have come on the channel for the first time. How did you discover the channel?
Okay, is that for me?
Yeah, all for you, my friend. All for you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'd say in terms of discovering the channel, it must have been during 2020.
Okay.
Can't give you a specific date, can't give you the number of videos, but one of the live streams definitely. So I've been watching on and off since then.
Beautiful.
There's times where I like really into the Marvel Legends stuff, so I'm always watching. There's times where I'm like zoned out and I have to catch up. So right now, with all the stuff going on, definitely locked in.
Good.
What was the other questions you asked?
So just what's your fandoms like? What got you into collecting, and what are you currently collecting now?
Yeah, so fandoms for me, Marvel, biggest one. Back in the day, it would have been Star Wars. So Star Wars kind of fell down. Blame Disney for that.
And you said it was the vintage collection as well, right? Like the 3 3/4 scale.
Yeah, vintage collection. So probably I remember like the first one I can remember having would have been Revenge of the Sith, Anakin, and he had like this squeeze him and he does like an arm swing with a lightsaber. And then I guess to be fair, before that, I'm pretty sure the first Marvel Legend I had was Psylocke from the Mojo Wave.
Nice.
So that new Mojo pack has me excited just off nostalgia. I'm not really a big fan of the character.
Yeah, no, of course.
The whole thing.
This whole hobby's fueled by nostalgia. I say it all the time. My missus hates the word nostalgia in this house. She takes the mick out of me all the time for it. But yeah, so you've been at least been aware of Legends since the Toy Biz days, at least then, because that's Psylocke's from the Toy Biz days, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just went to a corner shop and got it. Must have been
at a corner shop. Wow, I do not remember seeing Legends at a corner shop.
I got the Psylocke and I got Spider-Man 2 on PS2.
Nice. Wow. Yeah,
so
old school.
Those were it for me.
Memories.
But yeah, now I collect so Marvel Legends. I did a bit of Black Series, mostly because they pumped out a lot of characters, but I prefer the vintage collection, so kind of sold a few of those and then focus on that. And then McFarlane, I like Batman, but he puts out a lot of Batman. So mostly for me, it's whatever's the big media. So if it's the movie ones or the TV ones, I'll get those. And then anything that's super nostalgic. So I know people hate that animated Batman that McFarlane's done, but it's nostalgic, so I'll just get it anyway.
The one with the big cape, the one that came out recently. Yeah.
So both the original one and the new one, because it's like the same sculpt besides the cape, really. So. Did
you get any of those DC collectible ones where they were doing like proper animated style versions?
I tried to. I got a few. I couldn't. Cause I was trying to get them in stores. I wasn't getting them online at the time. Yeah. So I looked. I got I think Firefly and Ray Struggle. So I got those two. I dipped into, because the thing was for me, I'll collect pretty much anything, which is not a good thing. So I even get the Legos, I get the Marvel Legends, I get the die-cast stuff. So even right here, I've got little Jada Toys Batmobile.
Yeah.
So I got that. I think, the DC collectible ones are cool, I guess, in look, but they're not really superposable. So even with those, I prefer to get some of the older stuff. I think it was NJ Croce, they're like little bendable figures. Because if it's not really going to be on display, and I just want something that looks like the figure, the character, then I'll just get something else.
Just that representation of the thing you like. Yeah, honestly, I tell you, you're in good company here. We're all exactly the same. We all dabble in bits that we like, and Jay up there sells stuff every week. If he watches something new, he needs to collect it. It's ridiculous. No, welcome. I'm glad that you're here, and hopefully we can talk some more Legends and get some excited about some other stuff. And Tom, finally here. The link worked, Tom. The link worked. It wasn't me.
The third link worked.
It was the same link, copied and pasted 3 times.
The first link said it failed. The second link, I was in the waiting room. You couldn't see me.
Oh, my bad.
The third link seemed to work. I don't know what was going on.
Okay, it's all good. You're here now. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Hopefully we can be that happy distraction for a little bit. Okay, so let's just get into some new toys, people, all right? And then we'll get into the bread and butter of the stream. So, again, I don't know how good of a couple of weeks it's been for people. In the UK, there's been a few things trickle through as I've done recent reviews for these, as you know. But other than that, I think we've got a big couple of weeks coming up in regards to things that are arriving. In the UK, if you look at Pulse, there's a lot arriving on October 3rd. So I doubt us UK guys have much to show off. But what about you guys across the pond there, Cloud? What have you got recently? Oh, you gone mute.
Fantastic. Better?
It's all good, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. That was odd. So every time my wife wants to do a Target order, I go through the Legends and see if anybody's on sale.
Okay.
Like characters that I was kind of on the fence about. So I picked up Despair, finally.
Nice.
I think he was like maybe 16, 17 bucks. He's a really cool figure. I like his cape a lot. So I like him a bit more than I thought I would. These guys came in.
Nice.
And this silk, I figured I've got they did like the fan vote one.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, well, I really want Ox, so this would just, I like her with the shorter hair, but being on the new female body she's amazing. Like they've been on my desk for days, just kind of posing them. So I think she's a solid upgrade.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting itchy. I cancelled my order for them just to try and save some money because I've got those characters. But the more I see them online, the more I'm like, okay, they're better.
I actually did cancel mine, and I didn't think about it. I was like, I don't need it. It's fine. And it started popping back up on Amazon US, and I was like, fuck, well, I should just do it. I should just do it. And I did it, and I don't regret it. These guys in particular finally came in. So we're starting to catch up, and slowly starting to catch up with this damn wave that I'm so sick of talking.
It's insane that you guys still ain't got that wave. Like we've never really had that big of a gap between UK to US before.
I know, it's ludicrous. And he had popped up on Amazon for like $17 on sale, brand new. So I put in a pre-order there, and I had the entire wave at Big Bad Toy Store. And I've had Speedball and that Iron Man for weeks now. I've had them for so long. So we're waiting on the rest of the wave. And then my 2 Quake figures hit my loot pile. And then I got the notice that Madam Hydra was on the way. And she eventually showed up. This guy came in from Amazon, so I canceled my order at Big Bad Toy Store. And while I was waiting to see if the other 2 were going to come in, Thor and Blue Marvel, they popped up on Amazon. I think Thor's supposed to be here Wednesday. Blue Marvel's supposed to be here Saturday. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of waiting. Yeah. So I canceled the orders and I ordered them. And then once I get paid, I'll ship my loot and I'll have Hydra, Quake, the Retro War Machine came in, the card back one, and then my 2 Cobra Crimson Guards.
Oh, no,
so
yeah. Yeah, the US seem to be getting them. We're way behind on Joe, so it is weird. It's like it makes no sense, some of the logistics here. But
the Cobra Twins were moved up to the very beginning of November.
Don't get me started on them. Don't get me started on them. Don't get me started on them. These are my 2 Joe's and Juice companions know exactly why. Don't get me started. But yeah, some good stuff. I'm glad to see it. There you go. Look, Tom has to show off, doesn't he? Just has to show off. That's just the same figure, Tom. You just brought 2 of the same. I see what you're doing there. I see what you go there.
So this showed up.
Oh, nice. Is that D. Blake Mates?
D. Blake Mates, yes. He did a giveaway on his Instagram for hitting 2,500 followers, and I won.
Nice.
Which he messaged me, and I was like, "Are you sure? Like, really?" He's like, "Oh, why would I lie about this? Because I don't win shit." So this was awesome. I immediately knew which one. It showed up late yesterday. It's awesome. I'm going to get the other 2 and then stick them to the front of the top of my displays because the top 3 rows are all Wolverine. So I'll have the 3 different Wolverine logos, but they are so cool in person. So shout out D-Blake. D-Blake makes, thank you again. This thing is fantastic. So I needed to show that. So yeah, thank you again.
He's in the chat regular. I need to get on board with something and show him off on the channel for sure. But I move my display around so much. It's really hard to like categorize it. But undoubtedly they look great. Okay, let's keep going around then. Mike, my friend, what have you been buying?
Hi there. So I finally got this sorted out, kind of.
So what was wrong with it? Remind people, you got it and the leg broke, right?
Well, this is still the leg messed up one.
Okay.
But I had pre-ordered with the Fall Geek Out, and a vibrating screen doll showed up. Not even lying.
You sure you didn't pick up your missus's order by accident? And she's like,
I know, right?
She's in the bedroom. She's took the candles on. She's drawn the curtains, and she's there. She's opening the box, ready for a nice fun evening. And then she pulls out your Soggy Jimbo and goes, "Hang on, something's gone. We've mixed something up here."
Yeah. So
this wasn't the rabbit I ordered.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Carry on.
Oh, so I gave it away to a friend that's into horror movies, and let him enjoy it when when him and the missus are on the outs. But yeah, so I got that. I finally picked up Tiantina, who's been like 40 something.
Fortnite.
Yep, I managed to pick her up for about $20 at Walmart, and I swear, if I was buying it for full price though, I would not have been happy because all she came with was a glider and a back bling, no weapons, no nothing. But for $20, it was all right. And then I just picked up this one, it was brand new. It's a llama dude. I forget his name.
Llama dude.
But,
that's probably his name. Like
Llama bro. Something like that. Why do I know that?
This is what I mean. Yeah. The names are stupid. Llama dude is probably his name.
But for me, it's probably cannon fodder. Yeah, so I've been picking up that. I couldn't miss out on Saw Gerrera, finding him for under retail.
Nice.
And
he's in Andor as well, isn't he? So he's going to be like more desired.
Probably, I would assume so.
He's in the trailer, I think. I've not watched it yet, but.
And then when he came in, I was psyched.
He looks great. Yeah, I'm jealous of that one for sure.
Yeah, and if anybody needs one, I still have an extra one because I found him in person, and then my order actually didn't come in screwed up, and I couldn't cancel it.
Oh, you'll have no problem getting rid of that. That figure looks great for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been just picking up, and then Legends-wise, I managed to pick up. Like, I've started picking these up because now that the price is like you can't pass them up.
Yep.
Finding them for like well, that one was $12.
So that was first appearance Sabretooth there from the controller Builder figure.
Yeah, Sabretooth. Yeah. So I'll probably end up building the Build-A-Figure just because the only one I haven't seen yet though is Havoc.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking that US is having some issues with that particular one.
I've heard people struggling with Havoc. Yeah, I don't know why. Again, logistics, distribution makes no sense in a minute. Go on.
The distribution and the pricing makes no sense because while that one was on sale, the Wolverine right next to him, same wave, 100% same.
Makes no sense. Price. Yep, makes absolutely no sense. Just jump into the chat real quick. JBR the third. He says, "Power, excited for another Legends and Liquor." Thank you very much, JBR. You are welcome. Thanks for watching. He's in the chat. Okay, let's keep going around. Let's make this snappy because there's so much to talk about today. I feel like we might get stuck on new toys for a while. All right, so let's start kicking through some of this stuff, and then we can get into the actual meat and potatoes of the show. All right, Owen. So what you got?
All right, so I haven't picked up too much, but the other day I got this Thanos, the deluxe one.
Yep, nice figure.
Him, so he's pretty cool. I got another day, and then I also got at Walmart. I picked up both these Black Adam figures. They're on sale for $9.
Dr. Fate and Black Adam himself. Yeah, they were better than I expected. I've got them as well. They look good.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They were $9 each on sale, so I just decided to get them.
Before the movie's even out, they're on sale, which is crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, it was pretty cool to see. I wasn't going to pick them up, but then I saw them on sale, and so I decided to get them. And then that's all I've been getting these last few weeks. Now, I haven't had much, so that was all I really picked up last week. I've been saving up, so.
Good. All right, let's go. Jay, you've always got a list to show off. You've probably got a pile of toys next to you on the sofa. Go on, show us.
I do indeed.
There you go. I knew you did.
so there's been quite a good UK sale this week from was it Inderman?
Yeah, I've been doing this just to avoid it because I don't want to spend any money.
The strategy that I first mentioned when this wave came out helped, so I've completed my bone breaker now with Siren.
Oh, you're on par with the Americans then finally. You're on American time there with that wave.
I am with that wave, but I was glad I waited. They're about £12 now, so
yeah, bargain.
That was pretty good. got a brand new release from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line. It's the 40th anniversary He-Man that's just come out.
Nice.
Got that from Amazon yesterday.
Amazon, did you say?
Yeah, Amazon.
Okay.
That one. It was $24.99 on Amazon. Which
Well,
is
that's not bad. Yeah, at all.
And luckily, it is mint on card because I want to put it on. It didn't damage the cards. That was a bonus.
Good.
We've got a, I think it's Walmart exclusive Legends Lex Luger.
NWO.
Attire. So managed to get him. Then we've got the Japanese section. Amazon Japan came through now with pre-orders. So here come the bills. So we've got Dark Knight Returns Superman.
Nice. Hench Superman, I'll call him.
Yeah, he's pretty big. And the Mafex Jean Grey.
Nice. I've yet to open mine, but I am happy to have her finally.
For about 75, I think, which isn't too bad for those.
Thankfully, they come around once every couple of months, so you can sort of, in a weird way, justify it in our own collectors' brains. Then
I've got quite a rare Mezco, which is the PX exclusive Hal Jordan Green Lantern that's upside down. So I managed to get that after chatting to Tanner. We were looking at that because he was talking to Mezco about me, and I managed to find a link to AliExpress, and I thought, is it going to be real? And it turns out it is real. So I saved about £150 compared to what would have
some of the stuff on AliExpress is sold
it from eBay,
sold by legit sellers. It's
like
it's a dodgy website, but the sellers on there are legit. So yeah, you just got to be careful. But that's pretty good. Hang on, is my connection being dodgy? All right, is everyone still here? Can you all still see and hear me?
Final item.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
it's coming through. And the main thing was finally the Mattel Creations crowdfunded WWE Arena has arrived after a year.
Has Kiara's arrived?
Hers yesterday. She got her letter saying it's stuck in customs, so she now needs to pay her £63.50 to release hers. You'll make your money back and your customers' money back. Annoyingly, that customs just cuts into your profit of a resale. So I was very excited for that because I've been wanting that arena since I was a little kid. So very excited. It all works really well. The ring's really good quality. It's much better made than the previous rings. The canvas is much thicker, so the ring aprons. So it definitely was worth the money. So with that one.
No, good for sure. I don't remember that ring at all from watching wrestling. I jumped in during the Attitude Era, so I don't remember the New Gen ring at all. So
yeah, it's about 92 to 95.
Yeah,
so just before your time.
No attachment to it at all, thankfully. If they'd released like a SmackDown Big Fist or something like that, then it would start tweaking at my nostalgia. Mark, what have you got, my friend?
So not much for me, Dan. One of the things I picked up was Marvel Legends Maestro. I think he's on sale from Comics and Cocktails for about £26. And with the way prices are now, I thought, well, that's more or less like a regular figure. So that kind of prompted me to pick it up. And then Jay was talking about Masterverse. I picked up Masterverse Scareglow because I quite like Scareglow's character from
looks like
Amazon.
It's actually glowing there as well. Is he glowing?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it does. It is actually. The skull actually glows. Yeah.
So for people that weren't here last week, this is Mark's tactic to afford action figures. He
That's
just
right.
sits in the dark to save on electric bills.
With glow-in-the-dark ones, yeah. That's my lighting. But so I really like that character. So picked that up. And picked up on Forbidden Planet. They've got a sale on. So TMNT, Foot Soldiers, but the... what they call lower subjects, so they're only 5.5 inch, but I was going to use them as like teenage sort of foot soldiers, or in like a display or anything like that, but pick those up, but they're still in the box. And that's probably it from me, Dan. So short and sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like as I said, no one gets the same stuff. It's not like we're all talking about the same stuff. That's what makes it fun. Terry, what about you?
Well, yeah, I got a few things. I got finished my Age of Apocalypse Wave 2, so I got Iceman.
Nice.
I've been waiting for an Iceman for a while, so that's good.
You said you finished that wave. Who's your favourite in that wave?
Rogue.
Yeah, it's good.
I know a lot of people don't like that because of the neck and then the peg hole, but I've always liked that design.
It's a good-looking Rogue.
Works for me. And then I got Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man.
Nice.
And then another thing that I'll just show you guys is this Mandalorian from Disney Store. I think it's between 10 and 12 inches, I'm not sure. And it talks. And it's the same price as the Black Series figures. So I'm not sure I mean, if people like Hot Toys but don't want to spend the money for Hot Toys, this is like a good,
sneaky,
lower cost version.
Yeah, no, hold up again, show it to the camera. Yeah, do you know what? If you said that's the Hot Toy just on screen, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, and I have a Doctor Strange one as well. It's kind of caught in my headphones. But the thing is, it's not MCU, so not really the same for people. But this one looks good. They got a Boba Fett, which looks pretty good as well. So I'd definitely say get those for what, £25.
Will you use that as like a centerpiece to a Star Wars display type thing, or just put it in the back? Or
so when I first got it, it's about a week ago now. I had it next to the Razor Crest.
Okay.
It looks pretty good there because obviously you can put like the 3.75-inch or Black Series, but this is almost the same height as the Razor Crest, so it looks pretty good next to it.
Yeah, nice.
And it talks.
So there you go. You can never be lonely there. I regret not getting the Razor Crest in the end because it does look good. Tom, what about you? Are you on mute?
You're on mute, bud.
It's all right. We're all professionals. It's only week 38. We're fine.
Having all kinds of technical errors.
Joke. Me too. Don't worry.
So, I've got the V-Toys Ninjas, which have been on order for about a year and a half.
Are they 112?
They're 112, yeah.
They look good.
They're good. They come in red and white as well as the black. They're a bit smooth. They said they were Mezco size, but I'd say they're marginally undersized for Mezco. But I guess Ninjas are smaller than standard.
So do they work with Legends? Like, could you put them with like an Elektra or a Daredevil or?
There's in my spot. He's crouching down. So
yeah, I reckon they'd work.
He's about the same size as Spider-Man. Yeah, they're probably better with Legends than with Mezco, to be honest. They're nice figures. I think you can still get them on 5K Toys.
And it's all soft goods. It's all soft goods on that. Yeah.
And the hood's wired, so you can do what you want with the hood. And they also come with like a mask thing that you can put over their face.
Are they single or double packs? Like you show two.
They're single packs, so you can get one or multiples.
Nice.
But they're nicely made, yeah. Then going with the army building theme, I got the Mezco Krieg 2-pack, which for some reason the white one has a dark wash on it, and the red one didn't. So I did a wash on it myself, which I was a bit nervous about because you know how pricey Mezcos are. So I was a bit like, is this right for me to be painting over my Mezco?
If you plan on keeping it, then
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
it looks much better in my opinion. It looked a bit too clean compared to the other one, so I was stood next to each other. I wasn't happy with the way they looked, but I'm happier now.
Have you got multiple coloured ones of those? Because I swear there's like a yellow one or something.
So there's a black one.
Okay.
And then there's the white and the red, which came out as like, I think one was an Asia exclusive, and then the other one was hard to get, so they put them in a 2-pack, which is the two that I picked up. I was a bit unsure about them, but they're actually really cool figures.
And they're Rumble Society, right?
They're Rumble Society, yeah. And the helmets kind of come off, and there's they're meant to be like clones.
It's a guy in there, isn't it? It's like a blue face guy.
There,
yeah.
I'm not so keen on the head that comes underneath, but he's kind of blue skinned guy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. I pre-ordered the yellow one, which has got like wings. Looks a bit like who are the guys from Action Force?
The Swarm.
Oh, Scarabs.
Swarm,
yeah.
Swarm, that's it. Yeah, like a kind of Swarm record.
Yeah.
I picked up and then I come in loads of Mezco groups, and things seem to be going cheaper and cheaper. So I picked up the Mezco Gaslight Joker. Yeah.
Nice. It's like an oldie time Joker, isn't it? Like a.
Yeah, I think you could put him in, just the kind of more classic style.
It's like Peaky Blinders Joker, I'd sort of categorise that. Would that be fair? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He comes with like a top Batman coat, but I'm going to in but the coat's really nice. And
have you got the Batman to go with it?
The Batman hasn't come out yet.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't pre-ordered him. But I usually with those weird like kind of DC and Marvel Mezco exclusives, they seem to turn up in UK stores around the time or a few months after they drop in the US.
Okay.
So maybe.
Okay. So Mezco, very well, not exactly Mezco, all Mezco, but Mezco Mezco styled pickups this week.
Well, I think I went off backing the Charger, so my budget for the Charger went to Mezco.
Yeah, literally, that's a perfect segue because let's just get into it real quick. All right, so let me get the graphics up on screen. Okay, so if you'd seen the intro of this video, then you know, like many of us predicted, and I think even Jay knew deep down, even though Jay tried to hold on to hope, but I think deep down even Jay knew that Robbie Reyes was not getting backed. And to be honest, since then it has been losing subscribers. It was over losing backers. It was over 6K at one point, but it keeps dropping down. And again, I'm not going to talk too much on it because it sort of makes sense now. It was already. I don't think one person in the toy community thinks the base level offering of this is and the price point are fair. Like we were sort of hoping, I was sort of clinging on to hope that maybe if we got some things unlocked, I'd feel a little bit better about the price. Even though that shouldn't be the way. That's how I was trying to justify it in my head, wrong or not. But that doesn't even seem like we're going to be unlocking anything at this rate. So yeah, even I'm like, for me, I'm like a Marvel Legends channel, and I love Legends, and would I feel like it's always going to be a missing piece, and do I want to review it? So like, I'm still yet to make my mind up, but I want to ask you guys where you currently stand. And again, if you don't want to talk about it, not a problem. Just defer, and we'll just stroll on to the next person because again, it's a hot topic in a minute, and people are really sensitive about this for some reason or other. So I'm just saying this right now, right? We are going to be an example of a community here that may or may not disagree, but we can all still be friends, right? We don't have to hate each other. Unless you disagree with me, then I'm kicking you out the Zoom call. Not really. It's fine. All right. Mark, would you like to say any words?
I'll get into it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll happily talk about it. I think it's quite sad, Dan, really. I mean, like, I know Cloud's underneath me there, and I know Cloud is a big Ghost Rider fan, and I feel sorry for Cloud, really, because, you know, it's something that, like... My opinion, right? I'm trying to choose my words very carefully.
They come at you. They'll be after you.
Yeah. Well, because my opinion is that I think the people that are against this or aren't backing this or don't want this to work, I'm not even sure if it's just the price. I think it might be they want to send a message to Hasbro, you know, is the kind of bigger thing because, you know, and there's something we're going to obviously talk about on Joe's and Juice, but there's a lot of people who aren't happy at the minute. And, you know, I'd include myself in that with what they've talked about recently. But I think it's a shame, really, because like collectors like Cloud, say, for example, who really want this are taking a hit, really, on what, you know, on people sending a message to Hasbro. So is it overpriced? It's hard to say. I don't know. I think something Cloud said in the last stream is very, very accurate. You know, like if you really want something, or if something is of real value to you, then apologies, my phone shadow is going on my face. Right. But if something is of real value to you, then it's worth it. So it's like a tough one, but it's really difficult to watch actually as well because Dan Young said that they're going to leave this like up, you know, for the rest of the month, and if it keeps losing backers, it's almost like a bit of a combination of a bit embarrassing and a bit sad, really, you know, for like the team, because the team in a way are the face of Hasbro, and like they're Dan and you know Ryan in a sense are going to have to kind of pick themselves up and make a kind of you know like make the best of it when it comes to the end and they do an next stream. And I think personally, I don't know if anyone else thought this, I think when they did that stream and they were talking about the Ghost Rider, like I think they looked a bit kind of not as enthusiastic as they usually were, because I think deep down they were aware that the price might be an issue, and obviously it clearly is. So those are my thoughts on it. I just think it's a shame, really, because I think collectors that want it could potentially miss out. And I mean, you know, last week we were talking about, well, Robbie Reyes may not fund. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I know there's 36 days, but it's going backwards. So, and the only other Haslab that went backwards didn't fund. So it's just kind of sad, disappointing, really, overall. I feel for the people. Like, I was talking to Laser Pants just quickly on, and he said, he'd love to back it, but he can't justify the price. And I think that's the thing. If people really want to back it, it's quite sad to watch this because they're going to miss out on something. Probably yourself included, Dan, right? As a Marvel Legends.
As I said, I love this line, regardless who makes the line. I love Marvel. I just love Marvel first and foremost, and I just love having that physical representation. I love building that universe. I love adding new characters. And currently, we don't have a Robbie Reyes or his Howl Charger. So yes, of course, I would like to add these characters to my current collection. Of course, I would. Is the price too high for the base offering? Yes. Again, we said that on the very first stream when this got revealed. I've never hid behind that. But in my mind, I was hoping that as the tiers got unlocked, it would start to make me feel better about the price. However, that doesn't seem to be happening. So then I've now got to sit back and look at myself in the mirror and think, am I actually happy to pay this money? I don't know yet. Again, I've got a month to decide. But back to your point about overpaying, whether this is the Haslab or something completely different, as collectors and just love of this hobby, not just Legends, just love of this hobby, we have all overpaid for something that someone else would never necessarily pay the same price for. That's just how it is, and that doesn't mean someone's wrong. It doesn't mean someone's right. It's just we all allowed to value something how we choose to. So when you go to an auction, everyone has a limit before they put their board back down. Do you know, it's completely up to you how you value this in your head. And we've all overpaid for stuff, and we've now got to think, well, if you really, really want to add this to the collection, it does seem to be a case we're going to be overpaying, I guess. Again, but it's so hard. It's so hard. Let me go down to Cloud. Cloud, as I said, you're a Ghost Rider fan who is excited about this. And does current events put a bit of a downer on the whole situation?
So I think it's not, for me, it's not exactly just this. There's far too much negativity around it, which is draining. And you start to couple that with things like pre-order fatigue. Like, how many things do I have on order that I'm just waiting for, and I don't have as much to show for it? I have a lot of things that I pre-ordered like a year ago, and they're not here, and it's kind of like, you start to get tired of waiting for things. So it's not just this Haslab that's killing me, but it's definitely pushing me over my limit. I can see myself kind of maybe backing away from a lot of social media for a while. I do want to do Austin's Marvel Legends appreciation this week. I think that's a really good thing. We need this kind of positivity. But otherwise, I feel like I'm just going to be quiet and watch, because if we remember, Galactus didn't even fund until the last week. Like, there were days to go, and then boom, 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 we hit everything. There is a chance that this could still do very well. I think they need to start getting ready to either tease or reveal the other tiers to see what else we're getting, because we lost Robbie. But, there are people like myself that the base offering is fine. Do I wish it was cheaper? Yes. Not even for myself, but more for the audience that it could reach, as if it was a bit more affordable. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
I know it's an awkward one, isn't it? It 100% is.
Yeah. So the base offering, I'm still in. If it funds, I'm okay. I'm happy. I would love to add this to the collection. Like you guys said, I'm a massive Ghost Rider fan. However, you add Mephisto to it and you start turning heads, and then you add another character and maybe you start turning some more heads. So I really feel like there's still hope. So I'm trying to stay positive. I feel like the biggest downside to this is everybody's opinions being taken as gospel. Everybody is forgetting their formies. The price is too high for me. The character is too obscure for me, because then it sounds like you're sharing your opinion and just not being an entitled twat about the whole thing. And we have far too many people who are listening to others and taking what they say and not making their own decisions based on it. They're just following. Human beings in general like to be led for the most part. It's hard to kind of step out of line and take your own direction on something. So it's easier when we have somebody that we can look up to. And everybody is guilty of this to some level. We all like to have like a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, which is fine. But you've got too many personalities who have thousands of eyes on them at all times saying, you shouldn't back it because of A, B, X, Y, and Z. And people are just going, you know what, you're right. Instead of saying, let me consider what you're saying and weigh it against my own opinions. And I feel like if we had more of that, we'd have more people go, you know what, it's fine that you don't like it, but I'm going to be in the minority and I'm going to support this 100%. And it's because it's all about how opinions are being relayed. Like I always tell you guys, remember your 4 me's. This is not good for me. This shirt is ugly for me, but it looks good on someone else. It applies to anything because you're sharing your opinion, and too many people like to state it as fact, and it gets perceived as such, and then it just ramps up the negativity. So I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but I still have hope. I still want this to fund. I want the other tiers to be good. I'm definitely disappointed we lost the early bird figure, but I kind of prepared myself for that.
Yep.
But I just need to kind of step back and be like, you know what? I'm just going to wait and see what happens. Am I going to be happy? Am I going to be disappointed? I'll deal with that at the end of October. So.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're going to address this at PulseCon, because they can't not talk about it, right? It's their current campaign. Yeah. So how are they going to talk about it? We'll find out next week. Tarek, would you have an opinion on the Ghost Rider at all? Like, you've got yourself a Razor Crest, so you're obviously familiar with the Haslab. Did this tempt you by any means?
Yeah, well, first off, I've got this little Lego one here, which I posted on Reddit.
Was that $350?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, just curious.
I think it was actually like 35, and it came with Spider-Man and Carnage. So
let's all just buy that and be done with it, and we'd all have a Robbie Reyes Howard.
Honestly, you could buy 10 of those and make one probably the same size.
But
yeah, I really I want this. I'm not gonna be mad if it's not backed by everyone else, but I'd be upset only because I don't really see any way that we'd get this without it being a Haslab. Like, the reason they're doing this is because the anniversary of Ghost Rider, and they thought, okay, we've done Sentinel, we've done Galactus, it's the anniversary for Ghost Rider, let's do something for Ghost Rider, and this was probably the biggest item they thought they could make. When they first did the little tease, I thought, okay, maybe they're gonna do the car plus a bike with another figure as well as Robbie. I thought that probably would have been the best thing for them to do, because let's be honest, most of this is, like we said earlier, nostalgia, and Robbie's a new character, so the only nostalgia I can really see most people having is if they have been reading the comics since he was created, or they watch Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D. And those are two things that are far apart from everything else they're selling. Let's see,
doesn't really hit that nostalgic mark yet either. It's too recent.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got, if it was current media, let's say Robbie showed up in She-Hulk, this would have been easy for people to back, because they're like, oh, hype. But there's no real hype for it, and I don't really see why a lot of the community would want it. But in terms of the price point, like I said, this is the only way you'd probably get this, so the price doesn't really come into consideration, especially since it's the same price as the previous Haslab. So I'm like, okay, I don't mind paying that, because that's what the other ones were worth. So clearly Hasbro know that's how much they want to charge for this sort of thing. But I think if they didn't do this, if they were going to do something else, it probably would have had to have been an MCU Haslab at this time in the year, because they've done two. The biggest problem really is the last two they did were the Sentinel and Galactus, and those are very similar, both in terms of what they look like and the sort of nostalgia that you're getting from people. So whatever they were going to do next would have been hard to follow. And also, it's a car. They haven't done a car yet, but G.I. Joe, they just did the His tank, so people are comparing it to that, and then obviously they're comparing it to the other vehicles that are available. So I kind of understand why it's not being backed, but I don't know, I guess they just wanted to go with a bet that, okay, we want to do something for Ghost Rider. If people buy it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. We'll move on to something else. So This was their opportunity, and they went for it. And yeah, it seems most people just don't like the price, and then the fact that it's not the Ghost Rider they wanted.
Yep, a mixture of all those factors, I'm sure. Let's keep going round. Mike, any thoughts on the Haslab?
As I know, there's people out there that backed, one or two of them, that, definitely losing tiers, definitely takes away from the value of it. And I know, people have an issue with the price. Obviously, we all do. I mean, things, are expensive, but I mean, that's what they chose.
It's just lost like another 40 plus backers while we've been talking.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Yeah.
And I know maybe them not selling as many, if it does back, and I hope it does, maybe that'll make it more valuable, to those that do back it, multiple of them. But definitely, it definitely hurts to see, people that that maybe and I know the character himself is from a bad era of Marvel anyway, when we kind of lost every character to, unearned mantles, but
all new, all different era, I guess. It's not looked on.
Yeah,
rightly.
it was like that. Was it Marvel Now, or was it all new, all different?
I think they were very close to each other.
He was all new. Yeah.
But they basically reset like every character and it was like unrecognizable across the board, and that probably itself had a lot of negative energy behind it anyway. But then you add the price into it, you add, the maybe certain, personalities out there that tend to be kind of negative anyway, pulling in that same bandwagon. And then, the losing the tier thing definitely puts off the rest of us. And I know if there's people out there that bought into 2, they're probably switching up that second one to like, another, item of similar, expense.
Let me give a weird analogy here that just sort of breaks it down. It's like you're hungry, right? You walk past a pizza shop and you see in the window, you see a full pizza, nice full pizza. You go in there, you go, "Can I have that pizza, please?" And then they sell at you, but they take a slice away. And you're like, that's not what I'm paying for. I wanted the full pizza. And oh no, that's what it is now.
Then you got somebody that just left that says like, "Oh, well, I saw a roach in the back room."
Yeah, let the chaos start. Stupid analogy, but my point is, we are all going to feel like we are buying something that is now forever incomplete because we were dangled a carrot that we didn't achieve.
So I'm wondering if they're going to like, maybe offer something else. I mean, I think they should, in the wake of losing that, they should at least offer a carrot of maybe you just get his head, which it kind of should have been in the first place, because it makes no sense to have, an unlit car without the civilian version of that, even if it's, like I said, just a head swap. Yeah. I mean, most of us would be happy with that.
It's too late now. It's too late now, my friend. Let's keep going round. Oh, Owen, do you have any thoughts on Ghost Rider?
Yeah, so I back it right now, but like it's overpriced, and there's just like it's really cool, but I personally don't really have any connection to Robbie Reyes, like, so I'm probably gonna drop out before, but I also want to see what the rest of the tiers are gonna be, and it's just it's creating such a almost like a divide in the community right now.
I completely. And for the record, anyone watching this and the people that are watching live, all I'm doing is I just wanted to give people an opportunity to express any thoughts they had. That's all. Whether we share the same opinions or not, it does not matter. We are trying to give an example that people can feel differently and not hate on one another, which seems to be something that's actually happening. Like that's actually happening. It seems like people are hating on people because they don't think the same way of them, which is ridiculous. So that's all we're doing here, just having a conversation about it. And it is a bit depressing because it's not very nice talking about negative things, but it's just a reality, unfortunately. Let's keep going down. Jay, any thoughts? I know you were holding on to hope, but you must have knew deep down, mate. You must have knew.
Well, always try to hold on to a little hope.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
That's a Star Wars fan. You see a new hope, hopefully. Well, have a pre-prepared statement.
Go for it. Oh, I love it. Nice. It's true though. You do have to think about this stuff, so I appreciate that. Go for it.
Dear Hasbro, I want a Rancor. Simple. Please, can I have my Rancor?
That was it. That piece of paper said that. You couldn't remember that.
There is a bit more. I know also Michael bring toys to work would also love a Rancor, so that is 2 guaranteed backers we can get for you.
Ranky needs a friend.
Yeah. on a serious note with the rest of it, what's irritated me is the comment sections on not just the video that you put up, but about 4 or 5 other videos that people are just literally arguing, but they're making idiotic points at each other, calling each other shills, but they clearly haven't got a dictionary, because a shill is a confidence trickster, tries to pose as a genuine customer to get somebody to buy something. But clearly the people in these videos are just making passionate points, and you can see from behind people, there's a lot of toys.
Oh, no, this is green screen. Green screen. The technology was provided by Hasbro to give it the perception that I'm a big Marvel Legends fan. And I was really a sleeper cell put on YouTube 5 years ago, faking my love for Marvel for this very moment to sell the Marvel Legends Haslab.
I think half the people with these comments aren't actually toy collectors, in my opinion. They're just people that are coming in there.
Fans, yeah. Fair weather fans.
They're literally come in to start arguments, it seems. If you've got a genuine issue with the product, that's fine. You can make that point quite clearly. But it's all this name calling is getting a bit stupid, really. So onto the product. So I think, honestly, it was a bit poorly marketed to start with. I don't think the early bird was particularly explained well. I've seen lots of questions or people on videos trying to work out, because they've done it differently to how Mattel did it with their Randy Savage early bird. They've done it in the same way as G.I. Joe, but that funded so quickly, you didn't need to market the early bird. It was done within hours. So this one needed a bit more follow-up marketing, maybe some follow-up videos, which they haven't done, to try and actually explain. And when people in the community made those videos, well, they're shills, apparently. So that's been irritating. So a bit better marketing. Price, I'm sure they have priced it based on all the tiers, 5 figures and a vehicle. But they've not communicated that to us because they haven't shown us the tiers.
1 second. Got a super chat real quick. Let Friday read that. Namaste, friends. For me, Classified is the best line design-wise in the market right now. I just wish it was important to the folks as Hasbro as well. And that was from Tapan... I'm so bad at names. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate your super chat all the same. Thank you very much, my friend. Continue, Jay.
Yeah. So if you're going to price it based on what I assume you priced it on all the tiers, you've got to kind of tell us at the start maybe what the tiers are. Just set out. They haven't even said there will be 3 tiers on top. So it needs a bit more clear marketing, I think, really, just to help it along a bit and make it clearer what we're actually getting. Because with a standard Kickstarter, you pay for the base offering, and if they can get more money, they'll make 4 things. But I don't think they've actually done it this way at Hasbro. I think they think, right, we're going to price this on all the tiers, and you get all the value if we reach 18,000. So it probably should be marketed as 18,000 or something. That's the back account. But if we can get to these lower figures, we will still make it, but you won't get as much. But you could do a bit of marketing, in my opinion. And finally, I'm quite upset we don't get the Robbie. As I said on the Inner Circle, I was looking forward more to the Robbie figure and the powered down mode than the charged up version. So to me, it now does take away that bit that I was really looking forward to. So it's now, I'm potentially thinking, I might pull out now. I'm going to keep in, I think, till the end, see where it goes. If it gets all the tiers, then it might be worth it. I would be happy if they chuck us the head of Robbie in or something as well, just to do that. But yeah, I've kind of lost the enthusiasm for it, even though I found a good place to put it. I think the NECA Street Scene diorama would look good next to it. So was looking forward to it, but I think, unfortunately, it's going the way of my poor Rancor, and that ends my statement.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate your statement. But I think you've hit the nail in the head where the enthusiasm for the project is just gone. No one's excited anymore. It just feels like a burden to a collector's. Like, is it? Will it? I don't know. It's like... And we've got a month for this, which is frustrating, so...
Need this month to be over.
Yeah, let's get it done quick. Try and ignore it for a little bit. Tom, any thoughts at all? You don't have to if you don't want to. People have said a lot.
I just think everyone's made great points. I just think when you sit back, and this was my experience of it, as someone sitting on the fence, was we all just need to remember that it is just a toy car and that we don't need to be throwing abuse. And that's from both sides. Whether you like it or love it, and it's all right to love it and it's all right to like it. but we don't need to be throwing abuse at each other as to whether we like what somebody else is saying. It's all right if you say you love it, and it's all right to back it, and it's all right to hate it, and it's all right to complain about it and complain about the price. We should all be okay with people saying what they want. Okay, people shouldn't be throwing around abuse, but I think people should be able to say what they think. And if that's backing it and loving it, that's fine. And if it's complaining about the price, that's fine, because I think the prices have been going up. And I think in some ways this has just been a storm brewing over the last 12 months as prices have gone up very quickly, particularly on Marvel Legends. And I think this is probably the culmination of all of that. Rather than it just being about a car, it's about a lot of other things going on, not just in figures, but also in the world in general, where prices are just getting more and more and more. And people are being pushed out of what they love. So that's why they're getting worked up about it.
Yeah, people, as I said previously, when people are passionate and they want to be involved and they're getting, like, as you said, pushed out or priced out, it's very frustrating, and rightly so. But like you said, people have hit boiling point. There's many factors that go into this, and the Haslab is the final straw for a lot of people. But again, we've got a month for this, people. So again, I didn't want to bring the mood down, but it is topical news, whether we like it or not, within this community. And I just wanted to give people the platform to have their say. So that was that. But let's try and stay with some positive stuff. Now, let me jump back to my other screen and get up my images. We got a super chat from Bring Toys to Work donation. Thank you very much,
Bring Toys to Work
Michael.
donated $10. In regards to the pricing, keep in mind that last year the Hasbro CEO passed, so whoever stepped in his place probably rolled out different profit goals internally for each team, and this can affect the final cost as well.
Absolutely, and again, these are stuff that we just don't really know, but yeah, 100% factors that could be playing a role behind the scenes. So Michael says, in regards to the pricing, keep in mind that last year the Hasbro CEO passed away, and whoever stepped in his place probably rolled out different profit goals internally for each team, and this could be an effect on the final cost. And yep, he's completely right. Again, so many factors that we don't know that will go into this, so we shall see. But
I think for me, the best thing, if you want to go and look at a podcast about or videos about prices, the last 2 episodes of the 3POA, yesterday Robbie broke down the whole kind of manufacturing process in relation to Galactus and the Sentinel and this, and then the week before he showed some insight into what goes on behind in terms of how things are priced.
Absolutely.
On the inside.
Bobby.
And it isn't the guys on the Marvel team that make the decisions. It's someone far higher up the chain.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Bobby, as I said, is someone who used to work for Hasbro. So if any of us guys are going to know something, it's going to be him. So no one can really challenge Bobby Valla when it comes to the behind the scenes at Hasbro, and also a guy that makes action figures. Like, he knows the whole process. So yeah, no, I completely agree. I watched this week's 3POA as well, and Bobby is very fair. He never, he doesn't even say the project's horrible or the car's terrible or anything like that. He just breaks down the sort of logistics of the whole process. But that's there if you want to watch it.
I watched it too. It was very good.
Yeah,
he did.
Of course.
He didn't say don't back it. He said if
exactly.
you like it, back it. So
exactly.
He's making points like we've said. Like, yeah, go for it if you want it, but here's some facts to make it.
Exactly. He didn't tell people what they should do. He just gave people his educated sort of analysis of the whole situation. And let's be honest, he's got a lot more insight than all of us idiots on YouTube, so no challenging that for sure. But
he also said if it doesn't fund, that he'd look into making a third party.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes, he did.
He says that one of the females in his Wave 3
Pandora,
that's it. Pandora drives a Howl Charger. Yeah, that's we shall see what the future holds for Howl Chargers, and this 1/12 toy scale will for sure. But let's go to our final topic today in regards to these guys. It is Hasbro PulseCon. So again, we just love toys. Doesn't matter who makes them. We just love toys. But Hasbro happened to hold some very nostalgic, beloved brands. I'm talking, let's just have a quick skip through these reminders. Marvel. Of course, we love Marvel. Starting lineup. Brand new sort of concept for a lot of people, but it has got a name sort of value to it. Indiana Jones. Again, beloved franchise, making a comeback in the modern action figure world. Star Wars, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Fortnite. Love or hate Hasbro, they definitely hold the cards when it comes to a lot of beloved franchises and brands. So, not talking about Hasbro here. We're just talking about love for each one of these properties. What would we like to see at Hasbro PulseCon? There's going to be live panels for each one of these, hopefully revealing some new products. So again, this isn't a discussion about pricing or whatever like that. This is just trying to remain positive and remind ourselves why we love collecting in the first place and what characters or what figures or what would we like to add to our collection. So the challenge I'm putting to these on screen now is to give me 3 want predictions from any of the brands, right? So I'll give you an example. I could say my 3 things are: I would like to see Marvel Legends to do a brand new Daredevil on like their best articulated body. I would also like Power Rangers to do in Turbo finally, and I'd also like to see Indiana Jones in the 6-inch scale, sort of 1/12 forum. That's what I'd like to see. So there's my 3 predictions, all right? So they don't all have to be on one brand. They could all be on one brand if you want to. But as I go around, give me 3 wants, predictions, however you want to phrase it, that you would like to see come out of Hasbro PulseCon next weekend, which is next Friday and next Saturday. Okay, so hopefully you've got some stuff on your mind already. And we'll just go around the board once again. So, Mark, back to you, my friend. 3 wants from Hasbro PulseCon.
Okay, well... I'm gonna go with Marvel Legends, and if you don't mind, Dan, if it's all right to talk rumors, I'll sort of maybe be not too specific.
Rumors are absolutely fair game, my friend. Rumors are fair game.
Brilliant. So Rectangular put up a video. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already today, where he talked about what's coming up in 2023 in Marvel Legends.
I will put the link in the description right now, just for people wondering. I did mention it right at the start of the stream. But I'll put it in the chat right now as well. So if you're watching on the replay crew and you haven't already seen it, Mr. Rectangular with some of the rumours and innuendo of 2023 Marvel Legends.
Yeah, and some of what he mentioned, Dan, I was quite intrigued by. So he mentioned an Ultimate Captain America being a possibility, X-Men 97, a wave of X-Men 97 characters, which quite surprised me actually, because obviously we're getting the VHS. If this rumor is true, we're getting the VHS X-Men. So it included Wolverine in the rumored list. So it might be like its own thing, or I don't know. It might be cell shaded.
Maybe it's that figure, not cell shaded.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe exactly, yeah. So those seem quite intriguing. Also, a Molecule Man was mentioned. So be interested to see what iteration of a Molecule Man. I think those sort of particular characters kind of caught my interest. There were a lot more. He mentioned a lot more in his video. Whether we'll see them at Hascon, hard to say, isn't it? Because it's so far off. I mean, presumably, like we were talking about earlier, they're gonna address the Haslab. I mean, I would normally be talking G.I. Joe, but I know we're going to be talking about that on Joe's and Juice. But yeah, in terms of Marvel Legends, that's kind of what if they did show any of those, I'd quite like to see an Ultimate Captain America, an updated one, because we had one I think when Marvel Legends first relaunched back in 2013. So I'd quite like to see one with modern hip articulation and see what they do with that. An X-Men 97 wave, and of course, talking of X-Men, the yellow and blue suit X-Men are rumored. So I'm sure Rich M, I think he's a big fan of those, and he would be quite happy if they do show anything like that off. But yeah, anything like that I'd be quite and a 6-inch Indiana Jones, of course, with it being a new line. Of course, we've seen starting lineup. I actually am curious with starting lineup when it comes to UK, if we'll get some UK sports, as in football. But yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it? Maybe it's all going to be basketball. But with it being a collaboration with Panini, it kind of made me wonder, because they're a UK sticker or card brand. But yeah, I don't know. Guess curious to see where they take that. But yeah, that's my predictions anyway.
Nice. Let's keep going round. Cloud, what about you?
I'm excited to see everything. New brands, familiar brands. I always like seeing what's new, even if it's something I don't collect.
But anything specifically.
Getting there.
Okay, all right.
Specifically, I'm all in for anything Marvel. If certain rumors are to be true, a new Strife. That character's been on the wish list for a while. And then one of them was a 2-pack of the Black Knight and Cersei, and Black Knight in his jacket, like that he wore in the 90s, was a big wish for me. And then anything X-Men. Like, I don't have a specific one. He listed a lot of X-Men, like, characters like the Starjammers. So if any of that turns out to be true, I'm pretty excited.
I'll answer for you. For the super producer, Monet. Rich won't care what comes out next year. As long as he gets Monet, he won't care. It's like, if he gets Monet, that's it. His year is made. So,
she's a big one for me, too. So I'm hoping that's accurate.
Yeah, nice. Tariq?
Yeah, for me, Marvel Legends wise, I want an Avengers MCU anniversary wave. So I did see the leak rumor.
Maybe might be happening. Yeah.
So yeah, something like that would be good. Because for me, I don't have a Hulk. I mean, the Hulk I have is a Marvel Select one. So if they were to give a new Hulk, that'd be great. Power Rangers, because they've been doing the Megazords. They've done the Dino one. The Dragon Zord is releasing sometime soon, I think.
Yeah, it's up for pre-order. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're not going to go back to MMPR right now, but they'll maybe do In Space because they've already got all the In Space Rangers out there. And outside of In Space, it'd be nice to get SPD. But I'm thinking we'll see an In Space.
Have you seen the In Space Megazord rumor or leaked already?
No.
Have you not seen it already? Someone needs to...
Whoa.
Yeah. So what's? Oh, okay. Let me have a quick look for you. Right. So the next Zord Ascension project after the Dragon Zord is the In Space. Is the In Space Zord? Let me look. Someone send me a link on Twitter if you can.
Hasbro must be listening to me because I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's a few leaks came out and then Hasbro just sent the official images out to people.
Right.
But I just don't know where I'd find it. I'm going to have a quick look on my Instagram. It was all over it yesterday.
Yeah, I wasn't paying much attention then. But outside of that one, I think it'd be nice if they revealed or hinted towards an SPD Megazord because they've also got loads of Rangers out for them. So I'd assume whatever series of Power Rangers they've produced a lot of figures for, they'll want to do a Megazord for.
Yeah, that's what I'd hope. I expected, because we got the Megazord and we got Dragon Zord, I thought the next one would be like Titanus, the big white Zord. But no, it's the In Space one. I will if someone sends me the link, because I hate staring at the screen while I'm talking to you guys. But if someone can send me the link, there's definitely the next Zord Ascension project is the In Space thing. So I'll show you that, and it'll put a smile on your face. That's for sure.
Right. The last thing I would have said is, so that's my first two, and then the last one would be Star Wars. Either Vintage Collection and Black Series, or Black Series, I'm not sure. I think they could do it for both, but the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter, I know there was some rumor for it coming, but I think if they were going to do any vehicle for Black Series, that's not too big. Oh, that's a big.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll get that one, but yeah.
There are images up there for sure, and it's the next. The Hugo with the great timing with the channel membership. He says, "Hi everybody, great to be watching, and the Who crew. I'm hoping for Mystic Force Power Rangers related, and anything Indiana Jones, and anything Marvel Legends. Yeah, nice and simple. Thank you very much, Hugo. I'm sure." You'll get something Indiana Jones and you'll get something Marvel Legends, so you'll be sure. But there's definitely images online. So after this stream, go and find some pictures online. But yeah, it's happening. Dreams are coming true already.
Yeah, with the Power Rangers, I think anything from what I've seen, the Zord Ascension project, they want to do Megazords that can combine with other stuff. So like you said, Titanus, that's definitely going to come. The reason besides the actual fact that they've released loads of SPD figures, they've got two Megazords that can combine together for that, so that makes sense for them in that sense. But yeah, Star Wars, the Mandalorian N1 Starfighter, it's not too big, so I feel like not doing a Haslab, but they could do it for Black Series as well as Vintage Collection.
Well, Black Series have had vehicles, haven't they, before, which ain't Haslab. So that's like one of the only brands that have actually done 1/12 scale vehicles that were not Haslab. They did the Snow sort of speeder not too long ago.
But those are really big, and I think a lot of them just ended up on sale. So, but this one, I feel like it's a bit safer for them to do because A, it's Mandalorian, but B, it's actually not that big in the first place.
Yeah, I think Mandalorian's hot. I think if anything relevant would be definitely popular at the minute. I'm just looking at the chat again. He told me. Oh, Rich was telling me where to go to look for some pictures on that. Said this nation place. There it is. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. So there you go. What's your first impression of this then?
Well, it's accurate. I mean, as far as I can see from here, that looks accurate to me. I would say, because there were some complaints about the Dino Megazord having its own stylistic changes, and I'm sure they've done some here as well, but from what I remember recently, that looks pretty accurate. It's cool. Considering that opens, I hope they have like the little mini ranges that can go inside it too.
Yeah, they do. Look, they're there at the feet of the...
Perfect. Yeah. Now the only thing is the price. I'm assuming it's going to be the same as the last two.
I would assume so. If it's another Zord Ascension, I like how the mini spaceship comes out there as well and it opens up.
And the thing, people are wondering what they're going to do for Rangers as a Haslab. So maybe they'll announce a Haslab there.
Interesting.
But I don't know I also don't know what they do there, because if you're raising the Megazords, all you can really do is a bigger Megazord.
I'd take a command center, Power Rangers.
Yeah, command center would be good. Although I'd be worried about how big they'd make that. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
because the figures are 6-inch, right? So
it is weird. Like, well, you'd think Zords are made for the Marvel Legends Haslab sort of, but nope, they're doing them separately. So I'm not complaining about it. But it does make you wonder what else could be a possibility for that brand. But we shall see. But there you go. At least you got one of your wants already, and it wasn't. It's not even Hasbro PulseCon yet. What a win! What a win. Happy days. All right, let's keep going around. Let's go up to Mike. Mike, 3 things you'd like to see from PulseCon this weekend.
Number one, I look forward to the Fortnite team actually showing up for something and being.
Do you even know what they look like?
I've heard rumors.
Do they even exist?
There is one, but we don't know. We'll find out, right? I hope they would reveal something like the Hot Ride Glider, which would be like toyetic as it could be, because it's like a cross between like the mass car and a DeLorean, and it looks amazing in game. I would hope that we get like for Marvel Legends wise, maybe the Spot or Carry On announced would be amazing. Especially since the Spider-Verse 2 is coming, and he's such an easy figure, for the Spot. It's just basically a white figure with dots.
Yep.
You could spill on it by accident and be accurate.
I want the dot. I love him from the animated episode he's in, so I'd want it to happen.
And then for Star Wars, another Mandalorian. No, I'm just kidding.
With a spear.
Battle droids and droidicas. They have such a severe, heavy side for clones and clone troopers, but who do you have to fight them? Just Jedi and maybe a couple of the already discounted battle droids. But where's the bigger droids? So I would love that in Black Series, but it just seems like they're just sticking to the same, reissue over and over again. But hopefully they'll break that, and maybe Andor will cross over with, some of the stuff that they can use that to, market with.
Well, I think Star Wars is the headline of that day, the same way as Marvel headlines the other day. So that means they've got a longer panel. So you would hope for multiple reveals and pre-orders, etc. So and they're usually pretty good at revealing stuff that's relevant. Star Wars. To be fair, to be fair to them, they've done it with Mando, with Obi-Wan, and now obviously Andor. I think there's some stuff that are yet to be officially revealed that have been seen around as well. So. I'm sure all that will get cleared up, but it's nice to see someone showing Fortnite some love as well.
Yeah. Hey, if they got to build some kind of hype if they ever want to have a Haslab ever.
What would the Haslab Fortnite Haslab be? Would it be the school bus?
It would probably be like the Fortnite has a giant Zord of all the characters that are. It was a big event. It was amazing. In-game cinematic. That you were actually part of, where they had a character that had the different parts of the main skins they had kind of featured, and it was actually pretty cool. So I know Jazzwares originally had an idea to do that kind of thing, but it stayed on the concept table. So who knows? Maybe with you know, and with the hype that they eventually will build, let's hope, 5 years into the game, the game's got 5-year anniversary, so maybe get some kind of thing going.
And talking about Haslab, First for Chicken in the chat is saying he wants an Indiana Jones boulder Haslab.
There you go.
Just a giant boulder. Here's £350 for this boulder. There'd be people to buy it. That's how crazy we are as collectors. I want it. I'm in.
They could have a crossover with the starting lineup team and issue a $75 baseball in the shape of a boulder.
There you go. Mixing the brands. All right, good stuff. Let's go underneath to Owen. Owen, any free predictions from any of these brands? Or wants? Don't have to be predictions, just wants. Selfishly, what do you want to see, Owen?
Yeah, so first off, I'll start with a new starting lineup. They just had the ones released, and those are really expensive. But I'm not getting any of them. But I'm hoping they get maybe a Michael Jordan.
Oh, even I know who Michael Jordan is. I've seen Space Jam. I know who he is.
Yeah, he's probably the only one of basketball that I'd go for, just at that price point. So maybe them, or I'm hoping if they go to the NFL too for football, American football. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they one day get there. I don't know if we'll get it announced at PulseCon, but you never know.
I think starting lineups did do American football and baseball, haven't they? At some point in their time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I'm hoping they get back there.
If this is popular enough, there's no reason why they wouldn't. I guess they just need this people to get behind the brand, I guess, first, because it's a big venture for them. Pricey, and they're definitely going for like the sort of adult market or the kids that are just looking up to some of these basketball players. But just like, as I said, from a guy from the other side of the planet, the only two of those basketball players I'd even remotely heard of were LeBron James and Steve Curry, aka Tim Curry. Like, they were the only two I knew. So I don't know who the other guys are. Never heard of them.
Yeah, they're not.
Are they big? Are they big deals still in America?
Here I don't follow the NBA too much, but I've heard of all the guys. They're all pretty big names, I think, around the league.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
they're all right. And then next I'd probably go to Marvel Legends. I'm really looking forward to that panel, obviously. And I'm kind of hoping that we maybe get like a Midnight Suns wave release, like maybe like a Halloween inspired wave kind of.
Okay, yeah.
I can maybe have like a Werewolf by Night as the Build-A-Figure. I was maybe thinking about that.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you could have just a bunch of throw in those kind of characters. Like you can maybe throw in the new Blade. I don't know, like a bunch of new of these characters, maybe like Hannibal King, and there's a bunch of other like Dracula and these characters that will work well with the Halloween and with the Werewolf by Night MCU show coming out, and a bunch of other projects like that. Maybe that would be something I'm looking for Marvel.
Yeah, for sure. No, people are clamoring for those darker sort of characters that we don't really get in figure form. So yeah, a new like a sort of dark sort of wave, maybe inspired, like you said, off Werewolf by Night. Yeah, that would be popular for sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. And then the other thing was just for the Star Wars panel. I don't really have any specific wants for Star Wars. I'm just really excited to see what they're going to show, but I'm just hoping for some more vintage collection. Seems like they've kind of put that on the back burner, and I'm hoping they kind of get back to their vintage collection figures and get some good announcements from that. I thought
they do a pretty good job with the vintage collection. I always assume that they get to characters first in vintage collection before they do in 6-inch. Is there anything like they haven't done that you'd want to see?
One that's personally for me, I'd say is a Bosk. He's probably one of my favorite hunters, and I don't think he has had a new one in a while.
Oh, okay.
I have the old one, but yeah, I'm really big into bounty hunters, so I like all the original bounty hunters I'm really into. So those are ones that I personally like. I know there's some people who really are not liking the Black Series right now. I do like it, but I just would like to see some a little bit more vintage collection because they are cool on the card backs and whatnot.
I'm sure you will. I think vintage collection is going to be one of those few lines that may remain with plastic packaging for a while because Hasbro can say it's for adult, it's a collectible, it's part of the products. But they have also been doing vintage collection figures in boxes, haven't they? I've seen those like bigger, thicker, it's like a card back with a box on the front type thing.
Yeah, actually, I've seen a few show up in my local Walmart. I think I have the Ahsoka and Grogu one, and then the Stormtrooper one, and they're different. They're cool, but yeah, they're calling those like deluxes. I'm pretty sure, and the standard releases will still be on bubbles. But I'm just guessing we'll get more deluxes going down the line.
We shall see. As again, I'm 100% confident they'll reveal Star Wars vintage collection at PulseCon for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, some good stuff there. Jay, over to you.
I'll just consult the list.
Go for it.
My Marvel one was covered by Mark. It was also mentioned by a certain triangular or circular or square YouTuber.
A shaped-formed YouTuber, is a shapeshifter, yeah.
The Molecule Man was on the list, so that's a good one. So he's there. Then hopefully, with Star Wars being apparently the main event of the weekend, it's going on last. Let's hope I can actually get some Black Series for a while. It's been a while since I've actually had a decent passion for Star Wars because they haven't really released a lot of good stuff at the minute. So I'm hoping for. I know Rich will want this as well. Leia in the red gang from Bespin. I know we've had a lot of layers, but we need that one.
He needs that layer for his cube for sure. Yeah.
So I'd also like that layer. I'd also like how we do not have a child Anakin. I do not know.
Thank you. Finally, someone else. Yes.
I'll take Anakin and the pod racer.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's what. Literally, I'm a casual Star Wars guy, but if I've got Jar Jar Binks and I've got Qui-Gon, I just need to complete that little trio from Episode 1. I need young Anakin.
And I also want. I don't really collect vintage collection, but I do collect the vintage collection vehicles sometimes to go above them. So I want an AT-AT in the vintage collection. They did one about 10 years ago, and it's ridiculously expensive. So, and they can't do a Black Series one because it's about 8 foot tall. So I'd like an AT-AT. So.
But if they did a Black Series one, would you start taking apart the roof of your house to fit it in?
Yeah, it could fit in the wardrobe.
Of course it would.
The wardrobe's 2 meters tall.
So there you go, plenty of space.
And finally, apparently as of yesterday, I like Dungeons and Dragons. So.
Okay, yeah. I think that's the only panel I don't actually have because it was brand new revealed.
Yeah.
But
yes. I don't know if they have announced one, have they? But...
No, they haven't. But look, just to, I'm sure everyone's aware watching anyway. But the 80s Dungeons and Dragons cartoon figures got revealed as part of Target's Geek Fallout event, and there's a whole first wave of characters. And to be fair, just from like an outside perspective, the figures do look like what you've seen on the cartoon. So I can imagine if you're fans of that cartoon, these are actually going to be very appealing. So I'll throw it to you, Jake, 'cause you know more than me.
I've only watched, thanks to Phil Jones, I have watched the first episode of the cartoon on YouTube, and there is a giant 5-headed red dragon called, I think, Tiamat. So yeah. That looks great. I'd love that in the collection. So a big 5-headed red dragon.
So you've only seen one episode of this in 2022, and you're already like, yeah, I'm buying all those figures. I want a red dragon. Watch another episode, Jay. It may go downhill. It may dip in quality.
You don't need it. Okay, just stop watching this shit.
It's not my fault. I've got He-Man in Transformers.
Look, we understand why your internet connection gone now. It was Kiara cutting the cords at home so you couldn't access any more cartoons or TV shows because she's like, damn, I need to keep a wardrobe for my clothes. But it's too late. It's too late. The internet connection's back. You've seen Dungeons and Dragons, and you're like, right, I need some more space.
Every week you're like, I'm selling all this shit so I can start this new collection. And you're like, a week later, shit, I've had to buy it all back again because that's everyone else did for it. And then on the chat that we know in the week, you say he doesn't eat stuff so he can afford the bloody toy.
Funny. I love you, Jay. It's good.
It's a life of a toy collector.
It is.
Serpentor going up for pre-order. Serpentor. I've written Serpentor. Like.
Hey, he'll go up for pre-order over the weekend. So after the G.I. Joe panel, I assume he'll go up for pre-order there and then. So he's going to be one I'm definitely clamoring to get. As he might be here sooner rather than later. It might be one of those products that goes up for pre-order, but we get relatively soon, because they were showing that off in person at Comic-Con, weren't they? So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, no pre-order yet, but hopefully very soon. But some good picks there for sure. And there's no Dungeons and Dragons panel, but there are like a couple of random unbranded streams going on. So maybe stuff will get brought up in those sections. But we shall see. Tom, last but not least, my friend, Hasbro PulseCon this weekend. What would you like to see? What would actually get you excited again in regards to these Hasbro brands?
Okay, G.I. Joe. I'm not fussy about what figures they reveal. They can reveal whatever. But I'd like to see some small vehicles. Like, I'm sure we'll get a Trouble Bubble, but I'd like to see, like, I think Tony and Analog Toys has said, like, a dinghy would be cool, which I agree with. And I also think a quad bike. So just like a canoe would be cool as well. Just shelf-friendly small vehicles that you can shove figures in and stick them in the display would be cool. So that's G.I. Joe.
Sounds good to me, yeah.
Marvel, I think we really need a new pinless Wolverine. with even better articulation.
That's the next step.
That body a million
yeah,
times.
That's the next step for Wolverine. That's what I was about to say. We've got so many Wolverines. What is the next evolution of Wolverine action figures? And yes, you were spot on. Pinless Wolverine.
Pinless, lower neck articulation. So it's like articulating the top and the bottom. Butterflies as he had before, and then like double ball at the torso and the diaphragm, and probably toe articulation as well. That would be perfect. And a lot of some more A and B tier villains that we're missing that we haven't had recently.
Yep, I'll take it.
And then Indiana Jones. Like I love Indiana Jones. I think Raiders of the Lost Ark might be my favourite movie. But I've got this funny feeling that this. I think they've said this. I think the rumour is there's going to be a wave of 6. I've got this funny feeling that it's going to turn into the next Ghostbusters line, and we'll just get like 1 or 2 waves. So if we only get 1 wave, I'd quite like Indy, preferably in his Raiders gear, but he could have a soft goods jacket, so he could take it off, and then he could do the Temple of Doom look as well. Indy's dad, Shorty, Sulla, and then Tote, is it? Who's like the guy in the black leather from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
The bad guy?
The bad guy with the glasses.
The one with his face mounts. With a face mounting
and
head
and they come with alternate heads that all melt.
Yeah.
But they don't have to put the Nazi logos on them, but they could just have a red.
If not, we've got the Void head from Marvel Legends you can whack on there. It looks similar, yeah.
So that's me. That's my 3 ones.
Some great ones there. Yeah, I'm again massive. Regardless of the stuff I love, Indiana Jones, I'm just massively intrigued of. Like I love adding new like franchises that I actually genuinely like to my collection that are all in scale, and that is definitely the advantage of Hasbro having so many of these brands. Is that you get them at the same scale. Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, like you just said. Like I would have loved them to have done more from that, but I do think COVID messed up that as well, because the film got delayed and they had to push product back and blah blah blah, where it's way too early for Indiana Jones to release anything to do with the new movie, so it has to be old school stuff. So yeah, they've got 4 films technically to pick from already. Maybe hopefully they don't pick anything from the 4th film, but I'm intrigued is all I'm saying. So I'm completely there. I'm right there with you. It's a small panel that from what we noticed as well, but hopefully it's just here's the reveal, here's the pre-orders, and then we can just do our digging all the same. But yes, we shall see. But anyway, this time next week it will all be over. It is Friday and Saturday. The dates are the 30th
and the 1st.
Yes, the 30th and the 1st. Yeah, the 30th of September and the 1st of October. They're the 2 dates. So next time we do Legends and Liquor, it will be like reactions, reveals. It will be like, what did we like? What didn't we like? Did we get the things we wanted to see, etc., etc. So, yeah, it's always fun to just speculate and remind ourselves why we love this. Again, trying to just put some positivity back in this community at the minute. But yeah, some great picks from everyone there. But let's go around the table one more time, just so you can tell the people where they can find you online. Okay, Cloud, over to you.
Instagram at @cloud_network, and I found a middle ground for Twitter, so it's not in your face.
Okay,
you can hide the spicy stuff. So if you still want to follow me on Twitter, it's @CloudFoxwell.
If it's in between for people that just can't handle the spicy, it's just been dialed down a notch.
So it's pretty much what you can do is you can flag the image.
Oh, okay.
So if you flag it for nudity, you actually have to click on it to open it up. So it's not like in your face as you're scrolling by. So I feel like you don't want to see it, you don't have to look at it. If you want to see it, good for you. You're welcome.
Jay's going to have to start doing that soon, since he hasn't got a wardrobe for his clothes anymore. He's flagging all his images. Mike, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at MikeHex24 or on Twitter at MikeHext. Also, I am working on YouTube, but I need to get 100 subscribers to fix my URL. So, at some point, I'll be on YouTube.
Well, what's your YouTube? I'll put it in the comments right now. We got 157 people here. We can help out a fellow collector. I'll keep going around, but you find it and put it in the description for us. Owen, what about you?
Find me at Billy Jacobs with 2 Z's, and that's on Instagram, and that's all my social app. I just want to say real quick, Dan, thanks for having me on again, and thank you to everyone who was here. It's a pleasure.
Always is, my friend. I always enjoy talking toys. As I said, I genuinely look forward to it. Amanda and Teddy don't care about my plastic addiction, so it's nice to jump on here and talk to some people that understand and get it and actually speak the language. So no, you're always welcome. And again, everyone's links to their Instagram are in the video description, okay? So if you miss it, just click the link on the description and it will take you straight to their Instagram. Jay, where can they find you and your Jay's renovations updates of your wardrobe? Does Kiara know she's got to pick one outfit now for the rest of her life? Is she aware?
Well, she has been promised a whole wardrobe and dressing room area in the garage. We'll convert that into a full dressing area, so that's coming soon. You can find me on YouTube or Instagram at Jays_Toy Collection UK, and I'll be building Marvel displays, hopefully.
Good. Please do go and check out Jay in a cupboard. But he's building new displays. Got no windows, no wardrobe. He just needs action figure displays. I love it. I want to come and view it. He said I can have a free ticket, so I'm happy.
Yeah, come and have a look.
Mark, what about you?
Me, you can find on Instagram on Tac Customs. I nearly forgot there. Tac Customs, and on YouTube, Tac Toys with Film, where I talk action figures and films and a marriage of the two.
Beautiful. Tarek?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Tarek Music. Just remember there's 2 R's. And then YouTube, just Tarek, and you'll see some action figures, some Call of Duty, some Fortnite.
Do I need to come and listen to some music?
You should.
I should. Please do.
I've got a good range, so.
No, please do. I'm excited. Again, like there's a weird sort of mutual love between music and action figures. There's definitely more than just a couple of us out there for sure. But no, please, and again, thank you so much for joining us today for the first time. Absolute pleasure. You're always welcome. I see your name in the chat all the time, and it's always great to not only learn to pronounce your name right, so now I can get it right every time I see you, but also put a face to that name as well. So no, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
All good. Tom?
At Mini Plastic Multiverse on Instagram, at Mini Plastiverse on Twitter, and sometime during Amanda's time away on Joe's and Juice.
Yeah, 100%. Me, Tom, and Mark will be doing a Joe's and Juice next week. Well, not next week, the week after, sorry. The week after PulseCon. 100%. We'll be ready with all the news recapping, and we will also discuss this nonsense that's going on in the UK at the minute with Hasbro Pulse being like the Joe exclusive resource, which is absolute bullshit. And that is the one thing I will say on it currently, but bullshit is the word. Do you agree? You agree with me, right?
I'm gonna have a lot to talk about.
It's absolute bullshit, is what it is. So yeah, and again, but I'm a shill. I'm not allowed to say that. Sorry, Hasbro. Sorry, I've got a guy standing here watching me the whole time. Sorry about that. I retract my statement. Sorry. But anyway, Mike, did you get it?
Yes, I just posted it in the thing, and Rich just shared it.
Okay, thank you very much. So please, there you go. It's in the chat right now. I'm going to click it myself and make sure I'm subscribed. I think I am. Let me throw it up on the screen. I'm not, but that's fine.
Next time I stream, I will have audio, so it won't be
all good. Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe I screwed that up. I apologize.
It's all good. Wow, I've subscribed. All right, you just witnessed it. So hopefully we've got some fellow friends in the community. Would also click that link and subscribe, just like I have. Again, always supporting each other here. So people, thank you so much. You just jump out of here. I'm going to stick around and do this all over again with another group of people, all right? But hopefully you stick around and watch, all right? I'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Good.
Cheers, Dan.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
See you guys again.
Cool. So as these guys drop out, I am going to disappear for literally 30 seconds, and then I will be right back. I'm just going to top up my drink. See if Amanda's in or not. I don't know if she's in. I heard the door. Maybe it was a burglar, and I don't know. So I'm just going to go and check. But otherwise, I'll be back for Group 2. So if you are in Group 2, and I am talking, let me scroll down. So Group 2, we've got Jamie, of course. We've got Rush, Christopher, Justin, Thirsty for Chicken, a.k.a. Nick, OOZ, a.k.a. Z-Man, and then Super Turk 5000 Tanner is also joining us. So if you guys send me a fresh DM, I will send you the link. We will talk about everything we've just discussed with Group 1, but with a whole new fresh faces. So that's different opinions, more perspectives from this community. And then, of course, to lighten the mood, we will finish this stream on a Sunday with a duck race. And hopefully I can get some more points on the board. I'm coming for gold. But we shall see, all right? So give me 30 seconds and I'll be back. Do you know what? And while I'm gone, I'll play this in memory of a friend we've all lost this week. Sounds off. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I do that all the time. My bad. I was too busy looking at the other screen. That's my bad. Don't worry. It's fine. I'm here now. It was just I didn't unmute myself. That's all it was. I'm back. I was saying don't worry about Robbie. He's fine. He's with his friend Rancor and the Cookie Monster, and they're playing with Reaver's lightsaber wherever they are. That's all I was saying as I was getting Group 2 ready. That was all it was. You didn't miss anything. I should be back now. We're all good. Right, there's 3 people in the waiting room. Yeah, my bad. I didn't look at the chat and I didn't press mute. My bad. Don't worry. I blame the alcohol. It's literally one. I've already had a bottle. Okay, who we got? Matt Drake. Anonymous Dude. Gary's Grails. Magneto was right. Omar V. Demon 8888. John Tate. Al Dragon, Eric Alfred Abel, Cat Cast, Craig Smith, Eddie 1343, Terek. Hopefully I'm saying that right now. Hopefully. Please constantly correct me until I get it right. I need to drill it in my brain. I'm terrible with reading though. That's my excuse. Omar V, George W, Daniel S, Comic 7. There you go. Alright, how many we got in this chat ready to go? We've got 5. We've got 4 in the waiting room. Okay, still waiting for a few more to pop in the waiting room first. DM sent. Hopefully, I've sent. Need the link. Oh, sorry, Chris. That was my bad. My bad. Chris has got it now. My bad. Okay. There you go. Okay. I think everyone's got the link. We should be good. People are saying hello. Okay, I do. Let's put the lights on. Yeah, why not? I haven't put the lights on in a while. I try and keep the theme blue for Legends and Liquor, but there you go. Hopefully, it doesn't give anyone a seizure. The lights are on. The lights are flashing. Let's have a disco on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening now. Wind down time. The Detached Brick says, "Evening, Dan. I've seen the Detached Brick on YouTube, and he has a Lego city. I'd love to build a Lego city, but I spend too much money on Legends, but I do love the concept, and I do watch a lot of Lego content, but I watch from a distance because, again, that's a rich man's game. But no, I do like the concept of world building with Lego. Really cool. Raiho Hobby says, "What up, Dan?" There you go. Magneto is right with a couple of pals, and hi. Ed Who Collects says hi again. Hello. Okay, I've got 6 in the waiting room now. So let's get these in, and I'll figure out who the 7th is in a minute. Okay, so let these populate the chat. Okay. Okay, there's 6 in. Good, okay, cool. I don't know who we're missing, but I'll figure it out in a second. Okay, up top, we've got the Super Turk, not 4,099. We don't know who that guy is. We don't like him. We got Super Turk 5,000, a.k.a. Tanner. How you doing?
I'm all right. I do have a sneaky feeling I'm being watched, though. Let me just turn my camera over.
Well, you are, by 134 people.
Well, also by a Technodrum as well.
So 135.
It's watching me. It's watching me.
I can see the eyeball. That follows you around the room for sure.
Yeah. So I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to the conversation today.
Yeah, we're going to try and keep it light, but I feel like Rush is going to change that entirely. But we keep going. Across, we've got Double OZ. You've got the glasses on. He's clearly back from a mission. Don't worry, we understand these missions are classified. But how are you doing?
I'm in mourning for Robbie, so hence why the shades. But I'm good.
Yeah, I made my video. Memoriam, I was also very upset. Not gonna lie. Rush, how are you? You're in a great mood, right? Been a great week.
Oh yeah, I took a nap earlier, so I'm freshly wide awake. So got some nice caffeine. And if you haven't realized, you're missing the same person that's always late the past 2 Legends and Liquors.
Yeah, okay. I don't even need to look. I just know it's Thirsty for Chicken. What's up? Red iPad. Yes, you can have the red iPad. There you go. It wasn't a burglar. Amanda is home, by the way. That's what happened. Yeah, where is Thirsty for Chicken? I sent him the link. I'm going to double check. I have sent the link again. He might not have sent me a fresh DM. No, he did. He did. He's got the link. Okay, cool. All right, we'll wait. Justin, how are you?
Hey, good. How you doing, bud?
I'm fine. As I said, I'm happy it's the end of the week and we can start a fresh one.
Yeah, it's been a long one, hasn't it?
It has. It's been a weird one. Jamie, It's always good to have you here. Do you know what? It wouldn't feel like a Legend of Liquor without you. I might not even do it if you wasn't here.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I like your T-shirt as well, by the way.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't know who the guy is on the front, but
yeah, it doesn't look like a good YouTuber for sure. Shill probably. Christopher Allen, my friend, how are you? Is Christopher froze, or is he just playing human statues with us? Because he is a champion. That is some good shit. I couldn't beat that. Hopefully he comes back in a second. Let's get this guy in here. There he is, fresh from the meadow. Nick himself, thirsty for chicken. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. We're glad to see you here. Glad you can make it. Chris, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. Yeah, we can. You just froze for a second, but you're there. You're good. You're fine.
Yeah, there's a little lag on my end. Okay.
It's all right. It's all right. All good. I was having a bit of tech issues earlier. It's not a problem. All right, let's jump straight into this then, people. All right, because as I said, we've got a lot to discuss. So I want to make sure everyone gets their moment to have what they say. So let's just start off with some new toys real quick, all right? And let's try and speed round this, because I always like to give people the opportunity to show off some stuff they've been buying. It's always fun to see how other people are spending their money. It makes you feel better about your own purchases. So we'll do a quick round table to see what people have been buying before we get into some Haslab stuff. So we'll start up top with Z-Man. Z-Man, got anything you want to show off recently? Speed round this?
Yep, so Blackheart from the movie Ghost Rider.
Oh wow, you're on topic, yeah.
That, then Zod from DC Multiverse, The Fallen. Then Rebel Tech Shin from Fist of North Star.
I'm just gonna nod and pretend I know who that is. Great fig.
Me.
And then Ray from Fist of North Star as well. They're also in mourning, you know.
Sad times.
And then I don't have him in the package, but Kamen Rider Drake.
Hey.
Yes. But yeah, that's it for me.
Nice. Some cool stuff. Again, that's what I love about Legends of Liquor. Not all of us are buying the same stuff. Everyone has their own little pockets and niches and stuff like that. Rush is definitely going to show off something I'm jealous of this week. What have you got, Rush? There you go, straight away in his hand, ready to go. Yeah, beautiful. So where did you find that? Just on the shelf store, Target? Got lucky?
Walmart, actually.
Oh, Walmart. Okay.
He's appearing at Walmart's right now. So I just honestly walked into it and saw one. And honestly, if they had two, you'd probably have one on your way to you right now already. So now it just depends if I find a second one first or if Mike finds one before he sends it to you, like super fast shipping. So
yeah, no. I think Mike sent me a Power Ranger at the minute, but we paid for a different type of shipping this time, and it definitely ain't super quick. So yeah, I think the more money you pay for that, the quicker you get it. We should have worked that out, to be fair. But were you looking for that in the shop, or was it just genuinely something you got caught off guard with and happily surprised?
There's a couple things I'm looking for in the shop, and that was one of them, so I was quite happy with it.
Yeah, nice. It's always good when you actually go out looking for something and actually find the thing you're looking for. So yeah, good stuff. Is that all from this week? But pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty
That's
good.
All.
Cool. Justin, what about you?
Well, I got a few things. So I got this awesome guy right here.
Nice. Yeah, Brandon will be jealous for sure of that.
Yeah. It showed up like a month early from Amazon. Besides that, there's a few figures, few legends I've been holding out on that I just didn't feel like picking up. But with them announcing the Thunderbolts, I had to pick up these guys on the cheap.
And Taskmaster. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to get those now, because as the film starts ramping up, people might backtrack and they may start creeping up. Because they're great figures, both of them. I don't particularly like Taskmaster, the character in the film, for many reasons. Not just the fact that she was a girl. I just didn't like the way they played that character. But but the figures are nice.
Oh yeah. And then this guy that I'd been holding on for forever was a great GameStop find.
Iron Man,
ended up being like $26
bargain
for this. So and that GameStop clearance just coming in. I picked up the leader for $5, just mainly for the Build-A-Figure piece.
Another on topic character though at the minute.
Yeah, it might shoot up in value too. So if anybody's looking for those, you can find it at GameStop for $5. So
no, 100% he will, because it just happens. It's just the way the market works. When a character is like brought back into the MCU and it's more in sort of the zeitgeist and the pop culture, people start clamoring for what they can find. And then it happened to Kang, and it will happen to the leader, I'm sure. But back to that Pokemon. What generation is that Pokemon?
Lugia is what, Gen
2?
Okay,
yeah, cool.
2. Yeah,
he's familiar, but
like
I couldn't pin it. 'Cause I'm definitely a Gen 1 guy, but he does look good.
I will say it fits in with the select line pretty good because it's about the same size.
Yeah, of course.
It should be a little bigger, but it looks really good up there. The articulation isn't as good, but overall, it's a really good figure.
Again, just as a representation of that character on the shelf, it looks great for sure. Cool, some good stuff. Jamie, over to you. What you been buying?
Some of the Disney Plus stuff came in, so She-Hulk.
Great figure, yeah.
Came in. The Mona arrived finally.
Nice. Where'd you get yours from?
Mad Eye Comics in America. And then, because I haven't showed this guy off yet on Legends and Liquor, this guy too.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, that guy came in too.
Yeah, do you know what? I've the more and more I look at this Haslab, the more and more I think, shit, I should have brought that and fucking not sent the link out. But I'm happy for you, Jay. I'm happy for you, Jamie. But yeah, what out of the Disney Plus wave, any figure that you really like?
She-Hulk and Moon Knight, I think, are the standouts.
Yeah, I agree. Great figs. All right, I'm gonna just jump into my next page, ready to go. Tanner, what about you, my friend? What you been buying?
So, over the past 2 weeks, I've had a little bit of everything arrive. We'll start off with Turtles. We've had this SDCC set arrive.
We have. Very nice.
As well as getting this as well. Tucker and Raza.
Yeah. Got to
thank you again
to Rush and Mike for sure, yeah.
Yeah, thank you both for that. Whichever copy I got. Thank you both for that.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know which ones I sent who. I was like, I'm just happy that we both got one. So I appreciate everyone who involved helping us get them.
Then we're going to go into the Matrix line. We got the Azrael Batman and also Stealth Jumper Batman, which is quite possibly the most pointless figure in that line. I can't believe I bought it. But it's doing well on my Instagram reel, so I'm not going to complain.
Probably because not a lot of people brought it and they were curious of it. That's why.
Yeah, and then finally, onto Legends, we got Mr. Knight, we got Japanese Spider-Man.
Nice. Not Turkish, but we'll take it.
Yeah, there may be a callback slightly later, but don't spoil the news, Dan.
My bad.
And then I also picked up some Pokemon. As you can see just behind me, I got Zapdos, Lucario, and a couple of the smaller ones from the Select line that do fit in.
Is this a new collection for you? Have you been dabbling for a while?
I picked up Wave 1 ages ago. Okay. I picked up today's finds purely because of the fact I was in Smith's shopping for a friend's kid's birthday. And that's what happened.
That's the excuse I use as well, by the way. That's the excuse I use.
That's what happened the last time I bought the Pokemon. So going to Smith's for me is dangerous when it comes to Pokemon. So they will probably be popping up on my Instagram coming up sooner or later.
Yeah, the only one I need now in that legendary bird is the fiery one. I never remember the name. What's the
Moltres.
Moltres.
Yeah. So I'm looking for that at the minute. I know it exists, but yet to be seen in person anywhere. So if you see it, hit me up. Nick, my friend, what have you been buying?
Well, it's a bit out there. It's a mini Epics Xenomorph.
Okay.
Comes with Newt's doll's head in its hand. So this was a GameStop for about $50, but it was marked down to $40 because of clearance. In addition to that, they were having a 50% off clearance sale, so it went down to $20. I also had $10 in rewards points, threw that at it, and had $5 monthly coupon, so it was $5.
Can't complain. Win-win.
I can't. That's pretty darn good deal. And I don't have much of anything else, but I have this.
Oh, I got one of them. Mike sent me one of them. Amanda actually walked in and said, "You've got a Happy Meal." And I was like, "No, Mike sent it me."
And I have 2 unopened packs in there.
Nice.
I might open them on stream. I might keep them in the box. What do you guys think?
Well, you can open
Open
one.
it. Open it.
Open one. Go on,
Open it.
Open them, right? Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Quick card break. That's what they call it, right? On YouTube and stream, they call it a card break. All right. Right. If there's a Blastoise in there, I'm having it. I don't think there is, but.
All right. I mean, I don't care.
Okay.
You got to do the little thing where you move the top 4 cards to the bottom as well.
Yeah,
mate.
I know. Yeah, I don't know how to do a card break.
Yeah, I know about that, but I'm not doing that.
Okay, who we got?
Right.
The screen's small, so you're gonna have to say it out loud when you show.
I got a Ladybug.
Oh, I don't even know that one. That's not Gen 1.
That's one of my favorite
I
Pokemon.
like. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Pangoro. That one looks cool.
Okay.
I'm not familiar.
Don't know that one.
All right.
You're making these up. You're lying. You drew these.
I stopped paying attention like 3 generations ago, at least. I don't know. Probably more than that.
I know most of the starters, but like other than from all the gens because they're obvious. But other than that, it's just Gen 1 and then a bit of Gen 2. Because some of the Gen 2 Pokemon appeared in the first Pokemon movie, like, and I remember just being young, going, that's new, like, but you had no idea who they were.
That's funny. So I don't know any of these ones so far. Tymo.
No, not a clue.
Drampa, that's a really cool artwork.
No, don't know that one.
Very action oriented. Beware, I know that one.
Oh yeah, I recognize that one. Yeah.
And this one I don't know either. Gossifleur.
No, damn.
Some kind of flower Pokemon. Nothing that great. I got a Lapras, but you know. That's about it. I don't know.
Pokemon cards are a big game. I'm sure someone out there is dying to find those cards, and you've got them.
Yeah. Probably anybody who want them, you can have them.
Hit him up. Okay.
Yeah, in my DM.
Chris, my friend, what have you been buying? Anything worthy you're showing off? Suspense is intense. The reveal.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
Oh, he's gone. Hopefully he'll be back. We've all had tech issues. It's shit. I had tech issues. But he'll be back. There he is. He's back. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can.
Okay. Sorry. Motorboat.
Okay, the Fortnite boat. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's.
Fortnite boat for his Joes. I got that. Okay.
Cad Bane.
Oh, Cad Bane. Yeah. Is that the game of game? Not the, is it Gameverse? What one's that from?
The Bad Batch one.
Oh, Bad Batch. I see.
For the Bad Batch.
Mine's on its way.
That's all I got.
Nice. No, cool. Yeah, the boat for the Joes is something that a lot of people have been thinking of doing. Everyone's on a vehicle hype at the minute. 6 figs seems fair. Yeah, the Thunder Tank. That's not even out yet, is it, with the Thunder Tank? That's got to be coming soon, surely, from Super 7. But yeah, me and Tanner backed the Turtle van, for God's sake. I'm glad no one's bringing that into an argument because that is ridiculously over the price of a Charger. But again, we're Turtle fans. That's what we love. It's up to us. We're not moaning at anyone not buying it. We're just again, I just think this past week it's been multiple things in this Legends community that have led us to this moment. The Haslab was just the final straw. But if anything's to go off Rectangular's video earlier, then it looks like we've got a great year ahead of us. Okay, so yes, prices may not be going in the right direction, but again, options ain't a bad thing. We just got to be a little bit more picky. It just means we really love the things we do buy. That's all. Like, so I don't even buy everything. Do you know? Like, I can't afford to buy everything. I just buy a lot, yes, but this is my line. So but yeah, next year looks great. So again, let's focus on next year, focus on the positive, and let's talk about PulseCon next week. Again, it's called Hasbro PulseCon. I didn't pick the name, but this isn't about us shitting for Hasbro. This is our love for all of these brands that Hasbro just happen to own, like Marvel, Starting Line, etc, etc. Crybaby Red Devil
Crybaby
with
Red
the super
Devil
chat.
donated $5.
Let him Friday read
Only
that
one
out.
thing can bring the community back together: naked bongo drums in the woods. Who's with me?
I can only assume this is California Red Devil. I want to read that out properly to make sure people heard that. I'm scrolling up. Where is it? Oh, we got another one. I'll let that one read and then I'll read them both.
Cowboy Collector
just
donated $5.
I know that guy.
This Haslab is a win-win for me. If it gets funded, I get a sweet car and whatnot. And if it doesn't get funded, I get to thrive in the ensuing chaos.
Yeah, I get that's sort of how it feels at the minute. So thank you very much to both of you. Let me read these out real quick. So Crybaby Red Devil, which I assume is California Red Devil in the chat. He's sneaky, this one. He says, only one thing can bring the community back together. Naked bongo drums in the woods. Who's with me? I'm there. Just tell me when.
All right, then.
There we go. Let's go. And then Cowboy Collector, just another Nick. We know that guy. We love that guy. But he's not doing toy reviews anymore. Sad times. I like them. He says, this Haslab is a win-win for me. If it gets funded, I get a sweet car and whatnot. And if it doesn't, I thrive in the ensuing chaos. Yeah, good times. Good times. We appreciate you, just another Nick. Not just any Nick, just another Nick. There's another Nick here. That's why it's just another Nick. See, I get it. Yeah. I understand.
We're good friends, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Yeah, he doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want anyone to know, to be honest. Okay, anyway, back to this. All the brands that we love. Marvel, starting lineup, I guess, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Fortnite, and that one that no one knows what it is. It's a mystery to even Hasbro. But anyway, all of these brands, let's talk about some stuff we would like to see. So the same thing I did with the first group, I'm going to go around and ask you guys for just 3 things across any of the lines that you would like to see revealed at Hasbro PulseCon. It can be 1 Marvel, 1 Star Wars, 1 Power Rangers, or 3 Marvel. It doesn't matter. Just trying to bring back some joy into it, because again, there should be some great reveals next weekend and some good pre-orders, etc. So let's start off. Rush, you're up top. 3 things you'd like to see next week.
To make it easier, I sent you a picture.
Okay, I don't know if I have my thing up. Okay. Well, can you talk about it and I'll follow up find the picture?
Well, another thing debate that no one's really talked about is how the Mojo single pack's being found in stores right now, which kind of sucks given that the price is like $42. But in the leak, rumors about that, there are 3 things in the leak. It was the Deluxe Ironheart, which was found earlier this week, the single pack Mojo that was just found, and third thing was, as it was labeled, San Diego Comic-Con Shumagorath.
There he is.
Since that has not been found, that would be great for them to actually announce. That would be cool. I could rattle off so many things that was in Rectangular's video, which again, shout out, love to Rectangular. That was an amazing video. But with all the live streams that they do, they don't really announce things years in advance like they do anything else. So I'm trying to shoot for like the closest thing that has most possibility of getting announced. So Shumagorath, I hope that they actually announce that.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how that looks in Legends form. Like,
yes.
How would it move? Is it just going to be solid? Like, I am curious to see that.
With Transformers, next Dinobot that again's been rumored over and over. I hope it actually gets announced because this is my favorite one. It's Dinobot Snarl. And then finally, with the Power Rangers, I keep on saying this. They have yet to release any figures from this series. Jungle Fury, I love the look of the Purple Ranger. Would love to get that. For them to actually do anything from that line. So hoping to hear something about that. For you, Dan, it's like with Rectangular's video, he showed possible, Spider-Man Legends wave that's supposed to be coming out next year. It's a bunch of like modern looks of characters, but again, with any wave speculation, there's never any Build-A-Figure. You never know. Hippo could be coming out with that, modern wave. Just throwing that out there.
If Hippo gets revealed and Hasbro do not ask me to reveal it, I'll be disappointed. I won't be mad. I'll just be disappointed. But yeah, I'd love to see Hippo come into existence just for the fun of it now. He would have to instantly join the Who crew. But yeah, as I keep plugging throughout the whole stream, Todd's got a whole video up with lots of rumors. Again, these are just rumors. These ain't facts. These ain't leaked lists as such. These are just rumors from a particular source that Todd trusts, okay? And rumors on this channel are absolutely fair game. So yeah, there you go. Lots of pictures and video. Go and check that out. But yeah, some good pictures. And I do appreciate the picture you sent me there, Rush. I did like that there. Well, let me get it up again. There it is. There it is. 3 things you'd like to see. There they are. In picture form. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's keep going across. Right. Let's go to Tanner. You're underneath me. We'll just go around that way. What do you want to see?
All right, so I'm going to start off nice and easy. I'll go with Transformers to begin with. As you all know, I do like to get my Transformers crossover figures, and there's only one crossover figure I would love top of the list.
Turtle Van.
Crossover with the Turtle Van.
Yes, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah.
Turtle Van. Turtle Van. We are then moving on to Power Rangers.
By the way, with the Power Rangers Turtle crossover, that seems like it is on. It could happen. Like it's not a far out impossibility.
Yeah, that is possible, especially with the Power Rangers Turtle crossover. Yeah. Who knows what will happen? We're moving on to Power Rangers, and I'm going to, before I go into my choice, I'll address what I think would be a good Haslab for Power Rangers.
Okay.
Like you guys were discussing on stream 1. So I think it's not going to be any of the Zords. If it's going to be anything, it's either going to be a carrier Zord like Tor, Pyramidus, something that's too big to do as part of Zap, where you can make it all Ultra Zord like that, or as they're doing the weapons, you could probably have the Power Bow and the Power Axe, which will need a lot more combination stuff going into it, a lot more going into it, and they're too big to have just on general sale.
Okay.
Aside from that, going to my Power Rangers pick, we've already got like the Lord Drakkon, Ranger Slayer, and the Red Sentry. I want the other 2 Rangers of that team, so the Yellow Sentry and the Black Soldier as well.
Okay, nice.
So anyone who reads the comic books can go with that. Third choice, it's going to be a little bit of a twofer. We're going to go back to this guy here.
Okay, so I feel like I know where you're going here, Tanner.
Maybe. I could go one or two ways. I did say it's a twofer. So the first one I'm going to say is his mech. We need like a Leopardon, a little bit taller, just to go in. He can pose in front of it. You can't have one without the other. And I'm going to cover his ears for this next one, because I'm going to say that as much as I love him, he's not the international Spider-Man I want. The international Spider-Man I want is the Turkish Spider-Man.
Of course it is.
We need that. We need that. And we need that. Hopefully, has gone. Fingers crossed. Or is it PulseCon, not Hascon? PulseCon. Fingers crossed.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Fingers crossed. Whether or not we get him, I'm rather doubtful on. But we shall see.
Yeah, some good picks there for sure. And I do think you're very likely with your Power Ranger picks, because the Boom comics ain't going anywhere, and they always sell pretty well from what it seems. They're always harder to get. So I can see them going in that direction for sure. But some good picks. And that Transformers Turtle Van, again, it seems far-fetched, but clearly Turtles are willing to license with anyone at the minute. I'm talking Stranger Things and Street Fighter at the minute, and they did the Turtle Rangers last year. Why not Turtle Van Transformers?
I mean, the crossovers Transformers have already done and have got coming are quite crazy. They did a crossover with Canon cameras, which is insane. So if they can do Canon cameras, fingers crossed that Turtle Van is on the way.
I'll take it for sure. Let's go across to Justin. Justin, 3 picks from PulseCon.
Oof. So, as far as Legends goes, I think my number 1 wanted figure for them to announce for Legends would definitely be a animated series Doc Ock. Nice. I need that look in my collection.
Yes, the on retro card.
That new 2-pack with Silk is back up on Amazon for us right now, and it's tempting me, and I'm gonna hold out. I'm just trying to hold out. My next 2 will be Power Rangers. I'm with you, Dan. I really want to see them like kind of dip into Turbo. It'd be nice to get some kind of announcement.
The only Zordon era one they haven't done, right?
Yeah, that's it. But earlier this year, I believe it was, in a live stream, they mentioned like, "Oh, stick with us for 2023. We'll be shifting into high gear." They kind of dropped that little nugget in there.
Nice. Okay.
So it's, if they don't do it now, it'll probably be on a stream later on. Maybe just a little hint. Maybe not a look at any figures.
I'll take it.
An actual announcement. And my last one, I would be really excited for any type of Rangers Haslab. You can give us, whether it's the Juice Bar, the Command Center, the Moon Palace, just any of it.
Moon Palace would be great with the 2 Squat and the other one, the Babu.
those would be great unlocks, right? And even with the command center.
No, they need to be with the base offering, and I'm not willing to pay more than $199. I'm joking.
I'm joking. It'll be what they'll drop the price to like $348 just to make everybody happy. But Nick, you said every Haslab you've backed has been cursed, right?
Yeah, so stay out of this one, Nick. All right, we don't want you involved.
Just if they announce the Power Ranger one.
For you, Nick.
Please no. And dude, I'm so excited for that Astro Megazord. I'm thinking they might announce it at PulseCon. I don't care what the price is. I'm getting it. I don't care.
Yeah, they've got to announce it. The PR has already sent out promo images, so they've acknowledged its existence. So yeah, I think they will officially talk about it.
The Power Rangers team does not have a good track record of announcing things that get leaked, though. Look at Space Silver, still has not been announced.
But what I'm saying is that even though it was leaked, the PR team have sent out official press images, so it means that they have acknowledged its existence. So
good.
I would assume it will
go.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so excited for that.
So maybe a pre-order, maybe.
Yeah, and it was late last night when I saw I think it was Toku Topics. I saw where they were tagged in a tweet, and I got to show her my wife, and bless her heart, she doesn't care about this hobby at all, but I was so excited about it that she actually got a little excited. I was like, I'm getting this. I just want you to know I don't care what the price is. She nodded her head. She was like, understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's infectious when you get just you guys. Sometimes when you guys get excited about certain stuff that I'm not always like massively into, I get excited through your like excitement type thing. It's a fun experience always. The people we always enable each other as Toying Around and his crew would say.
Overall, I just hope PulseCon is just a great streaming event that just brings everybody back together. Just all the negativity.
Yeah,
it's hurting my head.
Just show off some good toys. That's what it's all about for sure.
Exactly.
But yeah, some great picks there for sure. Let's go down to Z-Man then. Z-Man, 3 picks from PulseCon from any brand that you'd like to see.
So I'll start off with Marvel Legends. I'd like to see more from the Ghost Rider retro line. So
I thought you was about to say Haslab then. I was like, bloody hell, we've got away from that already. Shit.
So maybe, obviously not this version of Blackheart, but maybe. Definitely want to just see more from that line, see how far they go. Hoping for a vengeance, but who knows? Then Rush was saying about Jungle Fury, that is one of my top picks for Lightning Collection to do, because it's such a good show. and the designs. If they give us the Spirit Rangers, I'm down. I'm just throwing my money away. But apart from that, for the Power Rangers, then maybe finishing, Time Force and Wild Force, and that's it.
Yeah, some good picks. Again, everyone's excited to see Power Ranger stuff because their showings are never that great. So PulseCon's really an opportunity for them to show off some decent stuff and actually show us that they are exploring teams that they haven't done yet. They've still got a few to complete, but there's still lots of teams they can start. So we shall see.
I got one honorable mention.
Go on, then a bonus one. Go on.
Star Wars, please give us a Star Killer, either in Black Series or whatever. Please, we need him.
We shall see. Okay, let's go across to Jamie. Jamie, 3 things from PulseCon you'd like to see.
So start with Marvel. A Daredevil Electra I'm clamoring for, and obviously Goose Rider, because
of course, yeah,
that's an obvious one. Star Wars with the Tales of the Jedi series, I'm hoping for a younger Ahsoka that can sit in the Clone Wars era, and I'm excited to see what they do with Indy as well.
Any character from Indy apart from Indiana Jones that you'd like to see in figure form?
Mostly, I'm just excited to see what they do with Indiana, and then if he's good enough, then I might get the other ones.
Okay. I thought there'd just be one pre-order and it would just be one thing, but from those leaked lists, it seems like a whole wave could be revealed. So, still, we don't know yet. Maybe they will only show one thing, but they have already confirmed there will be a pre-order, so something will go up for sale. That's for sure.
Also, I
go on.
Marked out for Rectangular's video when they mentioned Monet for Rich. So.
Yeah, I was also very happy for Rich. Again, there you go. Rectangular's video is there for everyone to watch. A lot of sort of rumors and sort of potential figures for 2023 in regards to Marvel Legends. Nick, what about you? 3 picks for PulseCon.
Actually, real quick, just because he brought up Monet and everyone keeps on talking about Rich and Monet, can we take a poll or a vote right now if whether or not Rich will be happy that we're getting Renee, or whether or not he'll lose his shit if she's not in the Generation X costume or in a modern costume?
Okay.
So I'm waiting to see which version comes out and if he loses his shit because of it's not the costume that he wants.
What version of... Okay, I'll set that up while Nick tells me about 3 things he'd like to see.
All right, I'm going to come slightly out of left field here with one of these. I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
Well, first of all, go back to something that was said earlier. I've said this before multiple times. I do want a Leopardon, and that could easily be a Transformers crossover figure. In the show, it technically does sort of have like a transformation. I think it could easily be done. Get it out there. It doesn't have to be super large figure or whatever. They did it with that X-Men, jet. That was a nice figure. So who's to say we can't have that? The other thing I want to say that's a little out of left field is right now there's a Power Rangers Godzilla comic book that's going on.
Oh, do you know what? I think Alex Sanchez from the Infinity Equation did a cover for that.
He did a couple of covers, a couple of B covers.
Yeah. That's why it rings a bell.
But in years past, there was sort of like a death grip on the license of Godzilla, where they would like not let anyone have it, similar to Turtles and Playmates. But recently, it seems like any company can pretty much have the Godzilla license. Do I think that'll happen? Do I think we'll see a Hasbro Power Rangers Godzilla wave? No, but it's something I'd really like to see, and it's not an impossibility. I'd really love to see what they could do with the Godzilla license. I think Super 7 has ones coming out. Hiya Toys has ones coming out. I want to see what Hasbro has to offer. That's something I'd really like to see. And of course, it's already been said. I've said it probably every other time I've been on here for the past year. I'd like to see Starkiller. Obviously, we have a ton of his, enemies from the line in the gaming greats, all these different stormtroopers. Why we don't have him yet is beyond me. I think we were pipelined a vintage collection one. Am I wrong?
I remember there was a fan vote and he lost to a trooper.
Okay. Did not. Okay. But yeah, I think it's about time. In fact, I mentioned it to Jamie. I've been playing that game all week long. It's the anniversary of that game. Now's maybe the time to just announce it. Just
We shall see. Again, if it's been in a fan vote, then obviously it's on their radar. So just got to hope that they ignore the fan vote and put it out.
Oh, and for fun, I want a Haslab Boulder from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I mentioned that when you said that in the chat earlier. I did bring that up. But
Haslab Boulder Transformer crossover, so it could turn into a robot.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool, honestly. It's like a giant Indiana Jones robot or something.
There's a poll up in the chat at the minute. Says, what version of Monet St. Clair will we get in Legends form? Regular X-Men uniform, Generation X, or it doesn't matter, Rich got his Monet. And then Abnugler climbed out of the well and said, hey, in the poll, there is no option for who cares, it's Monet. No one cares about Monet except for Rich M. So I could only have 3 options, I'm afraid, there, Abnugler. But we appreciate you anyway. Well, Rich doesn't, I don't think. But, okay. PulseCon, let's keep going. Let's throw it over. We are going to do a duck race, by the way, people, so keep an eye on the comments, and I will be asking you to drop a duck emoji, as once Chris has spoke about his picks, we're going to jump straight into racing some ducks. That's right, we're going to end this with some nonsense. So, Christopher, my friend, 3 things that you'd like to see across any of these lines from Hasbro.
I would like to see, for the Marvel Legends, I'd like a Bushwhacker figure.
Okay.
That'd be cool. Like, he could come with, like, a cannon arm, and then just a hand with like fingers that are guns because his hand transforms.
It would make a very toyetic.
Yeah. That'd be fun. For G.I. Joe, that's my favorite brand. They announced they're gonna make a Firefly figure, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. We already got a Firefly, but he's like bulky with a vest, so like one that would be easier to pose and put in cool photos or something. And then starting lineup. I know everybody thinks they're overpriced and stuff, but sports fans, like, they collect differently. They don't want to buy everything. There's a lot of loyalty in sports, so you just want to buy your players. So I mean, if you're not buying that many, it's not that bad. But there's a player, and his name's Zion Williamson. That'd be fun to get that in a figure form because he's a really heavy guy. He's like the second.
Who's he play for?
The Pelicans.
Okay.
From New Orleans. It's the hat.
Okay.
But yeah, I know you don't know, but he's like the second heaviest guy in the NBA, but he's not the second tallest by any means. He's like really wide, but he's super athletic. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird how athletic that guy can be for how heavy he is. But he's always injured. But if they made him as a figure, that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, that's the great thing. I do like the concept of starting lineups. Whether or not it will be a success is a different story. Price point is pricey, but like me and Rich said, like, we don't know anything about American sports, but we do know that American sports memorabilia and collectibles is a big, big market, and they spend a hell of a lot more than $50 on something to represent or support their team. So,
plus they're not going to buy the whole line; they're just going to buy their players.
And this would be parents. Really going to need to buy. Maybe if the parents buying their kid's favorite player in action figure form, or something like that, or like just someone wants that their favorite star just represented on the shelf or something. I don't know. We shall see. But starting lineups has been a successful line other times, so why not this time? But it is cool to see it be it turned into like a 6-inch scale, like modern Marvel, not Marvel Legends as such, but modern action figure sort of articulation and stuff. I would like to get hands on one of those figures. I never got any of the Mafex Michael Jordans or anything like that, so I never really got hands on. But I would like to get hands on. But I just don't know who any of them are. Maybe I'll get Tim Allen. Not Tim Allen, what was it? Tim Curry. Tim Curry. I'd get Tim Allen in a Santa Claus figure. I'd take that. Okay. Any more for any more? Any more for any honorable mentions or anything?
One thing I will say though is I'm replying to a comment I saw earlier from Tom. Okay. Yes, Tom, you need it. Tom,
what's the
don't back out of the pre-order. No, he said he cancelled his Super 7 Turtle van, but because he didn't think he needed it. Yes, Tom.
Oh, did he? He didn't tell me that. Yeah. He kept that secret from me. That's it. Our relationship's over. He doesn't agree with me. He's not backing the same things I was back. That is it, Tom. We're done.
Just on the starting lineup stuff real quick. Dan Yoon is pulling for some UK repping with that. Right?
With what, though?
He tweeted that he wants some Barca and Arsenal players.
Yeah, no one would buy Arsenal players. No one would buy Arsenal players.
Nobody needs them.
Nobody would buy Arsenal players. Like, we need to educate Dan. Like, okay, I know you're a marketer, mate, but no one wants Arsenal players. But yeah, it have to be Premier League. But like, I'm a Premier League guy. Like, but I don't know how much I'd want Premier League action figures. Not gonna lie, but
I think the only one that may sell quite well is. Admittedly, even though I'm a Spurs fan, is Thierry Henry. I would say.
Yeah, but he's legend status, isn't he? So like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, real quick, can I just comment on starting line? Because I actually saw someone in a comment talking about for the price that it's amazing that they didn't give the basketball player their tattoos, and you also brought this up on Thursday's stream. Just another little bit of knowledge. Tattoos are actually copyrighted by the tattoo artist. So if they try to make money off of the tattoos that tattoo artists put on, that tattoo artist can then turn around and sue them for stealing their design. So that's actually been lawsuits that have happened over here already. So that's how I know this, because it already exists. That's why they don't have the tattoos, because that's not copyrighted by the player or the NBA. Tattoos are the trademark of the actual tattoo artist that did them.
You're spot on. It happens all the time with wrestling figures. Wrestling figures always miss their tattoos. Like CM Punk's got like a Cobra logo up there, and someone's
Pepsi one as well, didn't
Pepsi. Someone's got a Superman logo somewhere. I think Braun Strowman has a Superman logo on him or something. Like that happens all the time with wrestling figures where they don't have their accurate tattoos. You just get like gibberish that looks like it, sort of. But I get it. I bet it's harder for sports stars. So yeah. But okay, right. We're gonna raise some ducks. Write in a comment. Sorry, Nick. You can say what you want to say. One sec. I'm just I just want to say this, and then I'll leave the floor as yours.
Why are you showing that off, making me jealous?
Please comment just once under my comment right now. I'm about to put a comment in the chat. Please just comment one duck emoji so I can copy and paste these names. Okay, you just need to do it once, and I will see you. One duck emoji under my comment in 3, 2, 1, go. The floor is yours, Nick.
Okay, sorry, I thought you did that already because I disappeared.
No. My bad.
Let's go get this. This arrived on the front porch.
Nice. I'm jealous.
So, of that, you guys just saw it before I did. That looks pretty darn good. I'd have to say so.
Without even have it in hand, I think it's going to be my favorite already. I just like the concept. Mummy Mike, the two heads look great. Like,
it does look really cool. I find it interesting that they didn't make it Donatello just because of that, rotted head sculpt. Or not, Donatello.
No, it was
because
wasn't the rotten head sculpt really Leonardo?
I thought it was Donatello.
I thought it was like a faded blue. It could be.
I
don't
think
know.
it was Leo.
Yeah, I don't know. I always assumed it was Leo. It was like a faded blue.
I had a friend who painted theirs to be Donatello. I've always thought it was him, but maybe not.
I was just about to say get multiples, and then you could color for each turtle.
Yeah, make your own. For the record, though, Nick, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe someone in the chat can help.
I'd be wrong now that that's been said. Yeah, because my friend, he got this and he painted his purple and he made the snake like the bow staff.
Oh, sneaky! I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you said, maybe do a whole team like that. But so far, I still think I like the Leonardo Hunchback the most. I don't know. I just like the bulkiness to it and sort of like the overall, like, cartoonish proportions of it.
I'm biased. I'm always going to sort of like Donatello a little bit more, but we're yet to see him. We're yet to see him. To see him.
Although people have been saying the Mikey figure is the best one in the line. However, what I will say, it hurt my heart deep inside when I saw this video that he doesn't fit in that NECA mummy accessory set.
Is he really?
Why doesn't he fit in there?
Right, I'm copying and pasting names for this duck race, by the way. Say it again, Nick. I didn't hear you. Cut out.
I better cancel my order on that sarcophagus.
Yeah, go and watch Mad Hatter reviews. Honestly, he did the people some work there.
Jay just said in the chat it was Donnie. Nick was right.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I always assumed it was Leo. That was all.
Yeah, so did I.
I know my turtles. Thank you.
All right, I'm taking names for this duck race. That's why I'm like a little bit distracted. I'm trying not to miss everyone. Hopefully you've put a comment. I've caught you and your name's in the list. I do have a list of like regulars anyway, like mainly people who have been on the show and people who catch us on the replay. But I do try and make this fun for everyone that's here. So like Detached Brick, Omega Weapon, Disavowed, Figures and Vinyl, Magneto was right, Marvel Collector, Greg Finstad, Royho Hobbies, Storm Elite, JB, Iron Man Wow, Saying Shooter, Brian, Anonymous Dude, Logan Dan's Toys, Camilo, I think I said that right. The Ultimate Carnage, George W. I think George W. You're already on my list, mate. You're a regular, so you're on the list. Chikimaka Kiara, of course Chikimaka Kiara's in. She's fighting for those spots. She wants to take Tanner out. She's close. I need to make sure. It's so hard to try and get people in this but not be in twice, so I apologise in advance. Shout out Kirk. Go on.
I was going to say, heck, why do you think I asked to be put in the second part of the stream this time?
Good luck.
I was running late, even though I was running late. I want those extra points from that prediction.
It is some good luck to be in this. Usually we do have winners here for the second group. It happens. It's an actual thing.
Do you think
Sorry, Nick.
Oh, it's okay. Do you think it's possible that we could get a Transformers Leopard on?
Yeah.
Possibly,
all
yeah.
their crossovers they're doing, I don't see why not. Yeah.
Of course, but I don't think it will be in a great scale to the Legends. Now, yeah, I've got the Soul of Chikokin Leopardon, which the scale, all right, yeah, I really like that figure. It's really, really small compared to the Legend. But that kind of suits it because it's right at the back of the display because it makes it look like it's a little bit further away, so it can look slightly smaller, I guess. But yeah, I need a bigger Leopardon.
Yeah.
I need a Zord Ascension Project Leopardon.
That'd be awesome. Well, I figured I'd ask you since you mentioned it, and you mentioned we should maybe get a turtle van like Transformers crossover. I do think that's probably the perfect medium to just get that out there to people.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. It would certainly be interesting because, I mean, as I said, the Solar Chigoku one, that does transform as well from the vehicle mode to the robot mode. So I'd like to see the Transformers take on it too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Right, I'm nearly done here, people. Okay, so we're about to duck race. I've tried my best to get everyone's name in. Hopefully we're good. I'm just making sure I ain't got people in twice. That's usually what's sneaky. Okay, so I've took a lot of names here. Okay, if you're on today's stream, then you're automatically in anyway. Okay, let's do this. Let's race some ducks. Let's throw it over here. Okay. Okay, chat. This is the moment you're waiting for. Let's be honest. No one else cares about anyone has to say about the Haslab. No one cares. That's not why people come to Legends and Liquor. People come to Legends and Liquor to watch some ducks race. Simple as that. It's a very competitive sport now. We're going to make it happen. Okay, so we've got 71 people here. All right, and since Tanner, you changed from group 1 to group 2, give me a number from 1 to 5.
3.
3 shuffles. That's what's going to happen. 1. Oh, it's slow because there's a lot of ducks. 2. And 3. Okay, it's a 2-minute race since the Rush made these new rules many, many streams ago. But now we are here, and it's the new norm. Okay, I'm going to go full screen for us in a second, okay? But I do want to wish everyone in the chat luck. Hopefully you see your duck race, but there are a lot of ducks there, okay? So hopefully you got in there before the deadline. But there's 71 ducks, so it's way over half of the people that are watching right now. Well, good luck to you. I'm gonna hang on. I think this works. Testing. Okay, we can go. This is the best Christmas present Amanda ever brought me. In 3, in 2, in 1. I've pressed start. It's crashing. No, I'm so many ducks. Okay, it started. Okay, go full screen. Let's go. They're off. There's so many ducks. It was a bit of a slow start, but they're running. See, it said running slow there in the corner. Yes, we're running slow. There's so many bloody ducks. But Z-Man takes an early lead. There we go, Z-Man with the early lead, but on the inside we've got Kurt K. Couldn't make it today, but he's dressed as a doctor trying to win the race on the replay. Okay, we got like a Knight of Ren is an actual chicken up top. I can see David Evan Smith with the purple duck is obviously going to be watching on the replay. We've got a Compulsive Collector who's an old man duck staying strong in the middle of the park, but above him, dressed as a bee, it is Eric Alfred Abel. This man gave 5 channel memberships today. I hope he does win because that's the type of love he deserves. We got Curtis up there in the middle with a Christmas hat. A little bit too early for Christmas. Let's get Halloween out the way first there, Curtis. Cloud up behind him, ready for Christmas with the Christmas hat on. Woolly jumper. It's obviously cold duck today. Cold water, it seems. Ren Walker is dressed as like a strawberry. Underneath that, we've got Sane Shooter dressed as a Viking. Then under that, we've got Rich M, Displayed Want. Now, currently, Displayed Want and Abnugler are joint points. That pains. It pains Rich. He wants to be a point higher than Abnugler. Up top, we've got Figures and Vinyl. That is Stu. Above that, we've got Disavowed Action Figures. One of the hosts of the Infinity Equation podcast, dressed as a dinosaur. Let's see if it helps him. We've got The Doom Who Laughs, dressed in Scuba Deer. Underneath that, Z-Man is still holding strong. Same with Kurt K. David the Purple Duck is still holding strong in the middle. There's a lot of ducks in the middle of the park, but the pack at the front seem to be holding strong. Compulsive Collector, the old man duck as well. Okay, we've got Mini, Plastic Multiverse now standing strong. is disemboweled toys, but they just dropped back. They're sort of changing now up to the last 15 seconds. Anything can happen. We got Owen, it seems, leading strong. And who is that red duck? I can't see. It's Red Batman duck. It's Cowboy Collector, maybe. But then we got California Red Devil creeping in from the inside. Up top, we got Cloud Foxwell. Cloud Foxwell seems to be making a rush. And Cloud Foxwell has won her race. Congratulations, Cloud. Wow. Okay, it was a bit of a mess there at the end. I'm not too sure what happened, but we do love Cloud round here. Cloud, congratulations. You have just won a duck race. Hopefully you're still watching. But there you go. You've just got 10 points on the board. I think this is Cloud's first duck race win. He's probably dancing around the display room right now, knocking off figures left and right from the shelf. Nowhere near the keyboard. But there we go. Okay, let's have a look. So Cloud, she gets 10 points. There you go. What? Yes, you're a winner. You're a winner, Cloud. 10 points. Congratulations. Deserving winner. Regular around here. Very happy when the regulars get some points on the board. But there are still more points to play for. Did Jamie get any points? Did Tanner get any points? You two are joint first. Literally, if I quickly bounce back to the leaderboard real quick, just for a second, just to show you how tight this is up top. Okay, well, let's have a look. I have a table. Where is it? There it is. Okay, back to the board. Just to show you. I'm scrolling. Serious stuff. Tanner, 34. Joint second with Jamie. Did any of them get any points on the board today? To just squeeze above. Just squeeze above. Let's find out. Okay, I've pressed the button. Okay, so in second place, it is Abnugla. Oh no! Rich, I'm sorry. I do not control the ducks. They have minds of their own. He's climbed that well today for sure and helped his duck to a second place silver medal. Can't believe it. But Abnugla definitely jumps over Rich now in that mini race within the league. Underneath that, California Red Devil, the man of many names it seems, but his username for YouTube remains the same. California Red Devil. There you go, in third place. Underneath that, Mike Hex. Mike gets some points on the board. He needed some points on the board. I think he had 1 point. He was right near the bottom. So today, Mike gets some more points and slowly starts creeping off the bottom. So there you go, Mike Hex. And then in fifth place, just another Nick, but we know him as Cowboy Collector. He gets fifth place. There you go. That is your top 5. Again, Cloud. She gets her first win. Abnugla, second place. Third place, California Red Devil. Mike Hex, and then Cowboy Collector. Now, just for fun, we'll have a quick scroll at the bottom. Greg Finstad, Night of Ren, Kurt K. The huge Rich M really down at the bottom. He's not going to like today's stream. Do you know what? Rich don't care. My name may actually happen. It may become... I think he'd be fine with that. And then we got Alexi. I'm just going to scroll. Rush, you weren't 7th place. You were 62nd today. Bring Tours to Work just above that. Christopher, you were down there as well, unfortunately, 59. Jamie, a bit slow today, mate. Your ducks needs a rest, clearly. 58th. Austin's above you. Z-Man just above that as well. Eric Aldover. Magneto was right. I'm just scrolling to see if we can find Tanner real quick. There he is. So Tanner, 45th. So yeah, I think all the top contenders were just having an off day. That's all it was. That's all it was. But never mind. Never mind. There's always next time. There's always next time. Again, Amanda's not around for a while, so I may do a bonus episode of Legends of Liquor, and you know what that means? Bonus duck races. But it's after 9:30, so we're gonna wrap up today's stream. But firstly, let me just end. I feel like Jerry Springer at the end of one of his shows, where I go, "Here's my final thoughts." It's gonna be hard for me to wrap this up in final thoughts, but final thoughts, okay? Please, let's not let this Haslab divide us, okay? Whether you love it, you hate it. It doesn't matter. Us as a community bring so much more joy to this hobby than it would be just us collecting on our own. Honestly, I can't explain to you, like, Legends and Liquor and just talking to you guys throughout the week about the new figures and new toys definitely brings so much more enjoyment to this hobby than it would be just me flicking through Instagram on my own, okay? So I thank you guys, the community, And again, please let's not let this Haslab turn us on each other just because we all share different opinions. Again, I keep mentioning pizza today. Can anyone tell that I'm hungry and I haven't ate yet? Because every analogy I'm talking about is a bloody pizza. But I am pretty hungry. I may go and make a pizza. But just because we don't all like the same pizza toppings, but doesn't mean we have to be enemies. And we can use that same principle with toys. We may not all like the same thing. We all may have different thoughts and opinions. But let's remember, we're all here for our love of this hobby. And I think some things are not good at the minute, and that's universally thought. And hopefully they change. Time will tell. But let's remember what we're here for. The love of these brands, not necessarily any toy company as such. It's more about the brands that they just control. We love Marvel, Star Wars, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, just to name a few. And next week, PulseCon, hopefully there'll be some fun reveals to bring back some positivity into the conversation. All right. So thank you everybody who has joined us today. Again, I understand it got a little bit heated there in the middle, but it's because we're all passionate about the things we love, and we're more defensive about the things we love. And no one's right, no one's wrong. No need to hate each other. It's all good. Okay. So let's go around the table and let's find out where we can find all these guys online. And before they do, every single person who was a guest on today's stream, that's 14 unique guests, not including me, there is a link to their Instagrams in the description of this video. Okay, so please go and give all of these guys a follow on their social medias. But Z-Man, where can they find you online?
You can find me on Instagram, agent_Z-Man. You can find me on YouTube, Z-Man Tallpat. And every 2 weeks I have a podcast with my brother, and you can find that on my bio.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, feel free to plug stuff like that. Give us links and everything. I'll share all that stuff. What's the podcast about?
So far it's just covering She-Hulk. So we do like episode 2 and 3 together, or like 4 and 5 together. So next week we'll be doing is it 6 and 7?
Nice.
So yeah,
I will check that out, my friend. Yeah. While I'm eating pizza with a smile on my face. Definitely not pineapple on the pizza though. Talking about a man who likes pineapple on pizza. Here's Rush. Rush, where can the people find you online?
Instagram, rushfx.ml. And again, I don't think everyone are idiots. Blah blah blah. If you like something, collect it. I want everyone to enjoy. You see this. I love my collection. If you enjoy collecting something, get it. I'm not going to bash anyone for something I don't like or I don't know about. But I will defend what I like. So that's all I'm saying is collect what you like, enjoy it, and don't talk bad about others if it's something you're not interested in. Just let it go.
Yeah, 100. We're just more defensive about the things we like. That's all it is. Especially the things, not just the things we like, the things we love, the things we're passionate about. We're just, as human beings, it's just human nature to be more defensive about those things. And again, it's many more reasons than just the Haslab why people are frustrated at the minute. That's all it is. But bottom line is, it doesn't matter what our thoughts are and opinions are on toys. We shouldn't be like attacking each other about things that are irrelevant to that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's stupid. And so I get it, Rush. I've been in that boat this week. Trust me. People mixing my words, taking everything out of context. Unfortunately, that's the internet. But again, everyone in this community, as I said, you're a regular around these ways. They know you mean well. They know you love this line. And it's all good, my friend, all good. Justin, where can people find you online?
Instagram at Justin Collects.
Beautiful, nice and simple. Jamie?
At JMG Toys on Instagram and right here every 2 weeks.
Will be. Wouldn't do it without you, Jamie. I'll hold you to that. Tanner, my friend, what about you? Are you on mute? Are you quiet? You were just quiet. You were there. You were just quiet. So I'll come back to Tanner. Christopher, where can we find you? I'll put your link in the description.
I'm on Instagram at Christopher Allen 254.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's in the description. Go and check out Christopher. And thirsty for chicken? You still thirsty for some chicken?
Yep. I still am. So
I'm gonna buy you. If I ever meet you, I'm buying you some chicken, mate. I feel bad. Someone buy this man some chicken. Pizza with chicken on top.
Vegan. He's vegan.
No, he's not. He's thirsty for chicken.
So anyway, thirsty for chicken. The number 4 on Instagram with an underscore at the end. And I just wanted to say, when I said my thing, if you noticed, I tried to look at it a little bit from both perspectives on if you want it or if you don't. Not from the perspective of if you're, coming at somebody for it. Just, you know, just from each side, just to try to gather what maybe people are thinking. But, you know, like you guys are saying, just, you know, just be at peace with other people's opinions. And, you know, I'm going to quote a comedian, an old stand-up routine from Sam Kinison. I don't know if any of you guys know who that is, but it was a little stand-up routine where some guy was complaining about having to go to Bed Bath & Beyond, or he was complaining about Bed Bath & Beyond. And his thing was, if you don't like Bed Bath & Beyond, don't go to Bed Bath & Beyond. You don't have to talk about it.
Simple as that. I like it. Simple.
Yep.
It's true though. It's true. You don't like it, don't do it. I do this in my daily life, right? And people call me miserable when Amanda's like, "Oh, let's go and walk around a flowery field." I'm like, no, I'd rather stay home and not do that. And everyone's like, "Oh, you got to be a good boyfriend and go compromise." No. I'm a grown man. If I don't want to do that, I'm not doing it.
It's because I'm
how I choose to live my life. Yeah, because I don't want to bump into Nick. He'll be asking me for chicken. I'll be like, look, I don't carry chicken around with me as I'm going around fields. Let's go back to Tanner. Tanner, I don't know what happened. You were just quiet. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yeah.
Ah, perfect. So, anyway, as I was saying, Instagram, SuperTurk5000. I post daily, just crossed the 400 threshold. Let's get up to 500.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Also, every so often, we try once a month. I think September's going to be a bit of a bust. So
yeah, we do it first. We do it again. I've got that week off where Amanda's not around. So Turtles and Tea, Joe's and Juice. It'll be a big streaming week when Amanda's not around, just because I've got to make the most of it. So yeah, first week of October, we're fit one in, Tanner. Not a problem.
Yes.
I've got 10 days of freedom. We will do a Turtles and Tea.
Hopefully, some news comes out before then, because it's been kind of dry.
If there's not a lot of news, we can just do like a wish list of stuff we'd want to see. We can make something work. 'Cause I always enjoy talking Turtles with you as well, and yeah, we can. We'll make that happen for sure. And just to end, by the way, before we get out of here, I do want to show some love to Austin. Austin is Hero of Collections. You know him. He's a regular on Legends and Liquor. He's trying to put some positivity back into this community this week by running a Marvel Legends Appreciation Week. #MLAW. So basically MLAW 2022. And he has got a post up on his Instagram right now. It has been pinned to the chat this whole time. Please go and check that out. Basically every day this week from Monday to Friday, he's asking you to post a couple of pictures of a couple of legends from some different categories, just to remind ourselves all what we love about the line in the first place. Okay, I think it's a great idea, and I'm going to try and contribute myself. I told him it may not be 5 figures, but I'll try and get a picture up every day all the same and use the hashtag. So if you're a Legends fan, please support. Again, you know Austin, Hero of Collections. It's in the chat right at the top. Give it a click, give it a follow, and check out his post. Okay, and thank you everyone who's in the chat.
Hey Dan, real quick question.
Real
quick question for you. Are you going to be having a Thursday stream, or are you going to hold off and do Friday after?
Yeah, I've already spoke to the missus and told her it's probably going to be Friday. So it'll be late Friday, because usually we stream at about 8 p.m. my time. I don't know what that is around the world, I forget. But the stream is going to be way after the time I usually finish my stream. So it'll be a much later stream on the Friday, yes. But yeah, I think it makes so much more sense to just do a stream straight after the panel and just initial thoughts, reactions, a bit of fun. And I may, again, I've got 10 days of freedom, so I may do a bonus Legend and Liquor on the week that I usually wouldn't. Maybe. We'll see, because...
Can I propose something?
Go on.
Well, I don't know if you're up for it, but Wade always does his streams on Friday, and sometimes he has guests. Maybe you guys could...
Well, maybe Wade already knows I'm off that day. But
maybe.
But he's a big man syndrome guy. He doesn't want me. I'm joking. I'm joking. I spoke to Wade. I've already told Wade I'm off that week, so maybe we can try and make that happen. But he streams at like 3 a.m. my time. So it's like if I can make it happen, I will. But yeah, nothing.
That'd be cool. I'd be there.
No, I try again. I've got 10 days without Amanda, and as much as I love the girl, the times I stream are so segmented and limited. I have to take advantage of her not being around and film as much as I can and do as many streams as I can. So you'll be seeing a lot of me that first week of October. And luckily, there should be lots of news to talk about as well because of PulseCon. So we'll break that down. There's also Infinity Equation where Dante's got my number. Dante can hit me up as well. All right, I think the Friday would be the 8th. No, the 7th. If Dante wants me on the 7th, tell him to give me a ring. I'll be about. Got nothing but love but for the Infinity Equation. And for everyone who's been here, on the camera or not on camera, in the chat or not in the chat, lurking or whatever, I don't know. I'm getting out of here. I want some fucking pizza. That's what I want. All right, everybody? And I'm not putting pineapple on. I don't care what you toxic pineapple lovers think. I'm not doing it. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Right, I'll play the intro to see us out.
Bye, everybody.
Do you know what? I won't play the intro to see us out. I'll play this. I'll see yous. But let's remember.
Oh, God, I already know.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye. Let's remember our friend Robbie Reyes.